And welcome to the Michigan City Area Schools Educational Network, where tonight it is basketball night for the first time this year at the Wolves Den. The Cougars of Gary Westside High School are here to meet the Michigan City Wolves at the Wolves Den. The Wolves, this will be their first home game of the season. We got a quick one in on the road already this year. If my research does me right, and it usually does, that was the biggest victory in MCHS history, a 68-point win.
Wow.
67-point
67.
Point win against the Hammond Academy of Science and Technology. So Wolves with an easy one there. They went deep into their bench. A lot of kids got some playing time, so that's nice and all. But tonight is going to be a whole different type of challenge, Coach.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'm going to steal your thunder here, Mike. It's cold outside. It's warm inside here. It's going to be blazing up and down the court. We're going 84 fast. It's the Wolves. It's the Cougars. It's high school basketball in Indiana.
All right. So the gang's all here. +1. +1. Go ahead and introduce yourself, young man.
Hey, how y'all doing? This Jam on the mic, y'all.
All right, Jam G, one of our prestigious high school running backs this year for the Michigan City Wolves football team. Sounds like we might have one of Jam's teammates joining us at the half with some pretty awesome news.
Okay.
So we'll tease that a little bit, but very glad to have you with us.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, no, this is going to be a lot of fun.
We hope to keep you all season. So
as much fun as it's going to be, I'm used to seeing him just bowl over defensive players on the football field. Before long, he's going to be sitting here and sitting here. We're going to be out of a job.
I hope so, Mike. I hope so. We want to put these kids in position to succeed.
Absolutely, and you know, Jamarion G, just one of our best seniors, well respected by the teachers here at Michigan City and everybody else included. So it's great having him up here. It just shows this is the success that you're saying we want to have for our student athletes. So Jam, congratulations on your almost 3.5 years. Graduation's coming soon. I'm sure you got some big plans for after college, and as I know you and I had you in class, you're going to be a success.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, so to dispense to the business at hand, looking down the hallway there, the Wolves about to take the floor here. I think they're waiting for the Cougars. You know, home team got to take the court last.
Well,
but
we'll wait any longer. We're going to be here till about 9 o'clock to start the game.
So, as we said, Michigan City, the 67-point win at Hammond Science and Tech. So far on the season, the Cougs 2-1. They've got one local game under their belts. They beat Valparaiso at the Green Demon there, 47-38. You don't often see Valpo with a 38 next to their scoring column, but of course they were a little shocked over the summer. Star junior Jack Smiley has transferred out to La Lumiere.
Sure did.
Best of luck to that young man. He a great ball player, great kid, and going to do a good job there for La Lumiere.
I'll tell you what, Jack Smiley was one of the best all-round basketball players I've seen in this area in a long, long time.
Yeah. He reminded you of some of the Valpo guards of the past.
Oh, my gosh.
Bryce Drew, Tim Bishop.
The Harden brothers.
Yeah. There's been a few of them go through there. And Jack was on a pace to outscore all of them. So
sure was.
That should tell you something there. So Jack, of course, now at La Lumiere, but the rest of his squad still there. The Cougars beat them 47-38 at Valpo. They've had a couple of games with Chicago schools. Benet Academy, they lost by 12, and then this might be the more impressive one of the two here. They beat Chicago Farragut, and I don't know how good Farragut is, but anytime you're beating Farragut Academy from Chicago, you're beating a blue blood power of high school basketball.
Absolutely. So, I would say in some ways this has become a little bit of a rivalry. I say that because every year we play Gary Westside, it seems to come down to the end.
Oh, yeah. We've had some great games. Well, when did we put this game on the schedule again? 5-6 years ago now?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, and every one of them seems like it's single-digit, close game.
Well, and a lot of these kids know each other from playing in the summer, AAU basketball, things like that. So it becomes a rivalry because they know each other so well. And that's, call it new wave, if you will, high school basketball. These kids challenge each other, but they're friends off the court because they play together all summer long. Back in my day, that wasn't quite the case. We didn't play against kids. Our AAU teams were centralized to like South Bend, for example, for me, or Mishawaka. Now you play with kids sometimes 40, 50, 150 miles away.
Yeah, especially the higher level kids.
Yeah, exactly.
They're coming from and going to everywhere to get those exposures.
Correct. Well, it should be a fun one here tonight. I'll tell you what, it's a little bit cold outside. Decent crowd here for an opener. Had a chance to talk to Coach Upshaw.
Okay, let's hear it.
I'll tell you what, he said, one thing he talked about, we talked about, he said about going 84 fast, but faster. But he said the one thing I got from the interview and I talked to him yesterday was, he said, you're going to see some of my passion on the sidelines tonight. He goes, when I first got here, he said, people see me in the hallways. I'm just Coach Upshaw, and I'm just kind of calm and cool. Now, I'm not putting words in his mouth, okay? He said that the passion he puts on the sidelines, you're going to see from his players tonight. He said he thinks his team is bought in to what they want to do. They've really done a great conditioning program in the offseason. He said, hey, we got to be able to get up and down the court. He said, we want to run, we want to shoot, we want to play high-speed basketball. But I really took to the part where he said his passion on the sidelines, you're going to see that from his players, and that's what you want to see. You want to see a team play for their coach.
Absolutely, and I'll tell you what, it's funny, there's a few different philosophies on how head coaches handle JV games.
Yeah.
Some sit on the bench, some don't show up at all.
That's right.
There's kind of this gap of like there is no commonly accepted way that a head coach deals with JV.
Correct.
Coach Upshaw actually sat in the crowd and was into the game, talking to the refs, cheering on his kids, jumping up and down for the big plays. So you could see that intensity before his squad ever took the
bottom line is that's the future.
Yeah.
You want if you build a program correctly, you want your young kids to be able to come through the pipeline. They don't have to be playing varsity basketball as freshmen.
Yeah.
They can be playing freshman in JV and play 2 years of varsity and still get scholarships to college.
Oh, yeah.
I think people think, well, you're only going to get a scholarship to college if you're playing as a freshman. That is so untrue. Great programs have kids that only play 2 years and still make it to the Big Ten.
And you know what? That shows you the depth of a program.
Yeah.
When you can hold kids into those because they get so many more reps.
Yeah.
Instead of playing maybe 10, 15 minutes a game as a freshman, you're playing 25 in JV. So
exactly.
The repetitions, the little things that you pick up from playing the game at a high intensity versus sitting and watching it from the sideline.
For sure.
You can't teach those things. You have to experience the speed, the failure, the challenges, all those things. So.
Absolutely. Dr. G, a lot of these. These are your classmates, a lot of these young men. And talk a little bit about this team. I know you talk to these guys about the season, upcoming games. I mean, as a sports person, you just talk because you love the game. You love it. Whether you play or not, you love it. Kind of give me your idea what your mindset is from talking to them. And how do you see this season going after being around these young men every day?
I see it going in a positive direction. Like, these kids are well driven and like they just want it so bad. So it's just like they just well driven to do good. And I think the season is going in a positive direction.
Dare we say, will we win a sectional this year?
Hey, it's out there on the floor. They just got to go grab it, man.
Just got to go grab it.
Yeah.
I think that's, obviously it's that monkey on our back that we haven't won that sectional, which we talk a lot about. And here's the bottom line. I mean, when you watch our kids, the talent that we have and how hard we play, it's out there. And as you said, it's grabbable.
Yes, sir.
Well, and really, it's going to be an interesting sectional this year. I think coming out of last season, everyone thought, it's probably Riley and Michigan City are the two top talent returning teams.
Sure.
And then we got the curveball in the offseason of redistricting that Penn got dropped into sectional number 3.
Yes.
So one of the premier programs of the last 10 years in high school basketball being dropped in.
And their coach knows a little bit about DAC basketball, doesn't he?
Yes,
Mr.
he
Kuhlman.
does. Yes. So,
Which if I'm correct, if I read their bio, I think he's got a son that's a freshman playing varsity this year.
well, there you go. Yeah. Yep.
So, that's going to be interesting, though. I'll tell you one surprise that I think we're all shocked about. Did you see the opening game of the score of the Mishawaka game?
I was just thinking about that as I was leading through our sectional opponents.
74-29, they lost.
Boy, I know the Cavemen graduated a lot, but that one shocked me.
That's a lot.
Yeah, I know Fisher graduated, I know Johnson graduated, and I think there's one more I'm forgetting, but I figured the pipeline would be a little tougher than that.
Right.
But, it's also opening night. They might have some things to work on.
For sure.
When you lose that many players in a rotation, you kind of have to rebuild, remesh, and guys have to learn to play with each other, not just play their game.
Correct. And I'll tell you what, from what I've seen the last few years, if anybody can get that team back on track, Bodie Bender, fantastic coach for the Cavemen.
Yeah, breaking their long sectional drought. Speaking of long sectional droughts, Cavemen had a pretty big one going on since the 1980s, and they broke that against us a couple years ago.
So, hey, you know what? It's time for someone else to break theirs, right?
There you go. That's exactly where I'm going. And this is
I knew you were.
30th version.
Boy, we know each other well, don't we?
Finish each other's sandwiches. Come on.
Absolutely.
Yep, 30 years now for consolidated basketball here in Michigan City would be just a beautiful round number to break that streak at.
And it's being them from South Bend, sometimes people might ask me, what I know about it. Are you kidding me? Back in the day when I was playing ball in the mid-'80s and even before that, Michigan City and South Bend, newsflash, isn't that far away.
No.
And if you're a basketball player, a basketball nut, as I was and still am, you follow those basketball teams.
Imagine how many points you could have had, Mike, if there was a three-point line.
I think I would have had about 6 more. No, actually, I was a pretty good shooter. I always thought about that. I could shoot the ball pretty well. I probably would have had a lot more points. But as we'd say, if you're going to win at this level, it's not about the points all the time. You got to put the ball in the hole, play defense, rebound. Boy, some of those teams that Elston and Rogers had, just unbelievable. So let's get it done finally. Let's just be the year.
A little bit earlier, we referenced the first game of the season. Aaron, if you can bring that back up right there on the screen, you can see 98-31. Wolves got off to a very hot start against Hammond Academy. Isaiah Smoot had 21 points, 5 assists, 4 rebounds. Nick Stewart, 15 points, and Anthony Murphy, double-double, 11 points and 12 rebounds.
Well, Drew, thank you for bringing that up, because one thing I talked about with Coach as well was the idea of the balance. And he says, we got a lot of kids that can put the ball in the hole, but more than that, these kids are unselfish, and they want to win. They just want to win. They don't have anybody that wants to go out and score 40 points a game, because quite honestly, you have someone who tries to do that, we're not going to be overly successful. So balance is key, and as you just noted, Drew, the balance we had in that first game, sure, playing an the opponent that was a little bit undermatched, or we overmatched them.
That was a little generous, but sure.
But the bottom line is that unselfishness is what's going to carry you in the big games.
Yeah.
And we're going to need that tonight.
Yeah. Yep. And it'll be interesting. So Michigan City comes into this year. Of course, they graduate second all-time leading scorer, Alan Briggs. Alan doing some big things already down at Grace College. And then also not back this year is Adrian Howley. Not because of graduation, though, because he is planning on early enrollment at the University of Kansas.
He sure is.
Or Kansas University. I get that backwards. I got to say that right.
Kansas, that's right.
The university placement's very important to some
Rock
of these
Chalk.
schools. Jay Hawk.
Rock Chalk.
You had better not say University of Indiana or I'm leaving.
U of I, right? U of I.
Bye.
But so Adrian is enrolling there in January, so he's not going to play basketball this year, which is absolutely makes sense.
It does.
When you establish rotations and patterns and all that, you want the guys that are going to play in April together to play the whole season together. So while, we really wanted to play, it just wasn't going to be fair to the overall health of the program to do that. So Adrian going to stick around for a little bit longer. He's going to graduate here at the end of this semester and then head off and make us all proud again at Kansas. So, but with that being said, I honestly am really excited about the chemistry of this group. I know we lose Allen. He's a big scorer. But with the introduction of Coach Upshaw, that brings the Upshaw family to Michigan City. And a young man who made a big impression in that game, Jerron Upshaw.
Oh, gosh, yeah.
Son of Coach. You have a coach's son. You know one thing. You're going to get a guy who understands the game because they've literally grown up around the sport that their dad coaches.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. It makes a big difference. It's just, I'll guarantee you that whole family just eats, sleeps, and drinks basketball.
Yep.
And, he's a heck of a ball player, so bringing him over, I'll tell you what, you say it's a nice pickup, and this in today's age seems like so many kids sometimes want to go here, want to go there. Well, hey, he's simply here because his dad's here.
Sure.
And so that was a great, what a great pickup that we had by, getting Coach Upshaw.
Yeah.
And then getting a little bit of his blood come along with him.
Yeah, we'll call it a move-in, maybe is a little more accurate of a term there. Keep the IHSAA off of our broadcast here.
and hey, we're moving up in the world right now. We've got the starting lineups for tonight's game
All
there
right.
on the screen in front of you.
Upshaw being one of those young men here, as you saw in the highlight reel from last game, Anthony Murphy with the double-double. He will start for the third year in a row. Isaiah Smoot going to move into the starting lineup this year, as well as Keegan Cowgill and Terrence McCray in the starting lineup this year. So
Well,
that's
you know
an
how,
athletic group.
Don't remember if I mentioned this last year. Maybe I did, but when Isaiah Smoot was in third grade, he was in the gym shooting at basketball practices. I'm like, sometimes I want to look at him and say, how's fourth grade going to be next year? You're already a junior in high school. It's quite amazing. And, I'll tell you what, he really turned it on last year with a great sophomore class last year, great junior class this year. His defense, the way he plays with that heart and that passion, as Coach Upshaw alluded to me earlier. I tell you what, we've got a great group of young men, but talk about Isaiah Smoot for just a second, because he was somebody who last year, when he came into games, was truly a huge spark plug on defense. But then, guess what? We found out he can play a little bit of offense, too.
Yep. What was the language that they wanted to invent that was going to be the universal language? Esperanto, was that it? In basketball, defense translates to all. If you play defense, it will translate to offense. So that group of sophomores last year that came in off the bench a lot, Isaiah, Terrence McCray, and then TQ Van Buren, did such a good job at being the energy. Maybe the starting lineup would have a good start, maybe they'd struggle and fight a little bit, but that sophomore group would come in off the bench and just light everything up. It'd be like the line change in hockey, where this next group comes in and just starts hitting people,
Absolutely. And but
you mentioned TQ Van Buren. He actually had 14 rebounds in that opening win against Hammond Academy.
That's one more than I had my whole career at St. Joe.
and I'll tell you what, I don't know how accurate.
I thought you were the Dennis Rodman of St. Joe.
I was not the Dennis Rodman.
Maybe of attitude.
Give me the ball,
not,
let it fly.
Your story changes every day, Mike.
Hey, I wait for someone else to get the rebound, pop it back out to me.
But I'll tell you what, I'm not sure about the heights on here right now, because I swear a couple of those guys, Van Buren, McCray, had a little growth spurt over the summer, because I swear they look a little bigger. I guess we'll see how it plays up here in a few minutes.
Well, here's the thing, too. Those guys were sophomores last year, expected to be part of the team, come in, do some good things they did. But now they're juniors. Now they're upperclassmen. So there's no more sneaking up on anybody. These kids are in the lineup for a reason. They're upperclassmen. They're juniors. They're seniors. Now it's time for us to go, as Dr. G said earlier, let's grab that sectional crown. Let's get something we haven't had in years. And as I've watched Michigan City, we've had a lot of good groups. This might be the one I'm looking at to finally get done.
Well, and Jam, tell us, you've gone through a program now that's had recent success. So when you're coming in as a young pup, you're looking up to that last generation who's got banners hanging up here, right?
Yeah.
What does that mean to you as an athlete to know, not just we want to win, but like the guys before you cut down some nets, or in the case of you guys, the sectional, regional champions.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's just like upholding their legacy. You just want to be behind a good person. So it's like with seeing something like that, it just makes you want to do good and just get in the gym, get some shots up, and just stay on your game.
Well, and of course you played behind Jaden Hart, a Division I back. So
Yeah.
You're seeing the work ethic, you're seeing the skill.
Mm-hmm.
So it gives you that measuring stick. Like, if I want to be a really good high school football player, this is what I have to live up to.
Yes, sir.
And hopefully that starts to translate here for some of these boys too, because let's do it.
Yes, sir. Yes.
So
right.
as a current, we're still going to call you a current football player.
Okay.
The year's not over yet.
Mm-hmm.
I know that at some point during this broadcast, the name Braden Fisk is going to be mentioned at some point. What does it do for you guys on the current team to see a graduate of Michigan City High School playing on Sundays, playing as well as he is? I mean, does that reinforce your guys' belief that, let's put it this way, if Adrian does anything like he's done during his high school career, and he is able to translate that to Saturday, he could be on the very same path. What does it do for someone young such as yourself to see that kind of success from somebody who went through these same doors?
What it does, man, it's just like it's a blessing to see like someone from Michigan City to make it that far. It's just like it makes it seem as if though like it's a shot for me, it's a shot for him, it's a shot for everybody, just to be dedicated to a passion of football. So it's just like anything is possible at that point. If you're just well driven into your sport, or you want it that bad, then the outcomes will come out.
I think that's well said right there. I think sometimes we think, people from Michigan City or South Bend or wherever, they certainly can't make it to the big time. Guess what? Yes, you can.
Yes,
you can.
yes.
Yeah. And for those out there who didn't hear the news today, Braden was named the NFL Defensive Rookie of the Month for the month of November. So all of those rookies in the NFL, no one better in the month of November than Braden.
To me, it's almost. I mean, we got some football to play yet, but all rookie team, I can't see it any other way.
Oh man, and you can't help but think of the contracts that are getting handed out these days, and what like take the Montez Sweat contract for example.
Yeah.
Man, can you imagine that in the young man's future? He keeps playing like it.
Well, the thing is, too, obviously being a teacher here in Michigan City, what a great young man Braden was. I mean, and that's the thing, great character. It's one thing about being a great athlete, but great character. And obviously, as I just alluded to earlier, not just saying because he's sitting here, but those are the kind of people we want to come out of our high school. Jamarian's like that, and several of his classmates are the same way. We got a lot of great kids here at Michigan City. I'm just so proud of him. It's just great to see, even if it's just one of them, like Braden, getting to the big time. Congratulations. It makes us all look good, and we're all so proud.
And like the NCAA commercials say, very few people are going pro in their sport.
Mm-hmm. Right.
But it's the skills, it's the things you pick up, the teamwork, the how to work with people, how to overcome adversity, all the things you learn as an athlete.
Right.
That does translate to whatever you go pro actually in.
Tell you what, I'm a big sports guy. We're all big sports guys here. Obviously we're all about academics in high school and things. Of course we are. But you know what? Sports does so much in so many different ways, and it's the best. Love it.
Yes, sir.
All right, so as you see on the screen, it is almost time for basketball. The Michigan City Junior ROTC program under the direction of Major McGrath. They are the presenting of the colors for this basketball game, along with the playing of the national anthem. I don't see a group out. Actually, I see the pep band. So the pep band under the direction of Jason Smith, who is the band director at Barker for Michigan City area schools. He will be directing our pep band for the second year in a row, so they will be playing our national anthem.
Okay.
And before we get started, it's obvious there's cheating going on in Detroit. It's 7-0 Lions.
You had one job, Green Bay, one job.
I know.
All right, so we're going to turn it over to downstairs for the playing of the national anthem.
Prepared is Cadet Gunnery Sergeant Daniel Cohn. The left rifleman is Cadet Corporal Isaiah Isaac Yankee. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're not already doing so, please stand, face the center court flag for the playing of our national anthem by the Michigan City High School Pep Band.
Again, that is the Michigan City JROTC with the presentation of the colors for our basketball game, and the Michigan City High School Pep Band playing the national anthem under the direction of Jason Smith. So, guess what, guys? We're here. The long summer of our discontent is over. We have high school basketball.
Drew wanted to say something, but
then he got shy, but that's okay. So we're getting the starting lineups here, and we will take those down real quick for both squads. As you saw earlier, the Michigan City lineup going to be the same as what they used at Hammond to open the season. I missed one of them.
And now, for your Michigan City High School Wolves.
All right, so you're going to see the introduction of the Wolves for the first time this season. Big year for Anthony Murphy. Murphy's been one of those secondary, tertiary guys over the course of his 3 years, a very talented scorer. And I think we kind of saw maybe towards the end of last season him develop into more of a slasher attacker.
Right.
And was really darn good at that role.
I think it's really where he's at his best, to be honest with you. Settling for outside shots, really not his game. Not that he can't hit the outside shot, but as you said, he slashes, gets inside, uses his athleticism and quickness. He's very dangerous.
Well, and the key to anybody doing that is their first step, and Anthony's just got a lightning first step. He's one of those kids where when he goes, he's probably past you already by the time you realize he's going.
It's the kind of move I use on my granddaughter, who's 1.5 years old, at the Nerf hoop. I get past her like you have no idea. I give her about 6 more months and she'll be stopping me.
She'll be dunking on you.
Yeah, she will.
All right, so for West Side, it is number 0, Julian Holmes, number 3, Derek Collins, 12, Bryce Cooper, 24, Caton Barnes, and 34, the big man, listed at 6'10", Tyler Cruz. All right, so it is going to be Cruz and Keegan Cowgill to jump for the Wolves. And we are ready to go underway. He didn't even waste the jump. But it ends up in Michigan City's hands, so the Wolves going to open up the season with the ball first. Terrence McCray with it. Hands off for Murphy. Murph works. Looking to hand. Wrapped up, so now he goes back between the circles for McCray. McCray handles out near the logo, picks up the dribble. looking for some help. Good defense early on by Westside, denying the ball and straight up man-to-man, really denying all the angles and lanes so far.
It's a good 24 seconds. We got a long way to go.
Oh, you know it. Wolves to inbound on the baseline. Up high for the 6'4" senior Murphy. 3 ball on the way. That's no good. And the rebound to Westside Collins. They trigger ahead. Hesitation dribble. Baseline jumper on the way. That's no good. Offensive rebound by Barnes. Put back is good.
We
Barnes.
got to block out. They've got some height down there. We got to hit the boards. Secure the ball. Well, here we go. Down 2-0. 7-11 to play.
Upshaw dribbles it off his foot. Had a opening to the left,
right,
but tried to get it through and put it off his foot for the crossover. So a turnover will give the ball back to the Cougars. City going to show a little token pressure here. They're just going to extend the man defense the length of the floor. Westside now with it in the front court. Dribble picked up on the baseline. Throw up, knocked away, and out of bounds. It will stay here, though. Upshaw on the tip.
Great anticipation, yep.
One of those great coaching stats there, tip balls.
Deflections.
Deflections, I guess, for the basketball crowd.
Another one.
Almost stolen away again. Fade away baseline. Jay is good. That is Collins on the knockdown. All the way to the other end. Kick Murphy. 3 ball on the way. Upshot is good.
There we go.
Assist Murphy. Bucket for Upshaw.
That's that up-tempo, fast type of game that Coach Shaw wants. Cuts the lead to 1.
And we talk about the drive. That's what the drive does. It opens up those lanes.
Here we go.
And tipped away, stolen. Wolves look to run again. All the way to the basket. Kick out, Smoot. Murphy, the 3 ball.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, Murph.
That just looked beautiful coming off the hands of Anthony Murphy. He's got that shot for sure.
That was him telling Coach Megacy, you don't want me to shoot the 3, you want me to slash more often? Watch this.
All right, so West Side.
Keep proving me wrong, Murph.
With the ball into the post, deep, tied up, jump ball. That has got to be a travel, yeah. He never let go of the ball. So the turnover again, going to send the ball back to the Wolves. They've scored 6 quick. 5:52 to go here, first quarter of play from the Wolves Den. Welcome to home opening night here at Michigan City. Westside going to do the same and extend the defense into the backcourt, man on man. Murph dribbles into the double, kick. Cowgill thinks about it, gives it up. They move it around the point. Murphy has it slapped, recovers, looks to spin, going to work, kick, baseline 3 on the way. That's long, no good, and the rebound to Collins. Westside looks to transition. Reginald Hilton into the game, number 1 for the Cougs.
Oh, nice
Open
kick.
look at a weak side 3. Yep, never got the ball down.
Good call, right?
He saw the lane open up and he thought about it, but he forgot to put the ball down. So 3 straight turnovers for the Cougars. Michigan City looking to cash in once again. Isaiah Smoot going to handle some one-on-one action there. Hinton versus Smoot. Murphy between the circles. Holds. Clears. Spins. Had him beat. Oh, the
nice!
up and under.
Finger roll.
Good bucket, Murph.
That's it, Murph.
So dangerous with the ball like that. Michigan City showing a little token trap there. Westside breaks, gets it into the front court. Looks like the Cougars got some good ball handling there. Cruz out near the Wolf logo. Now gets it for Hinton. Hinton drives, lays in. Oh, and almost a dunk putback, but over the backboard, stolen away. And this is going to come to a wide open Hinton for the lay-in.
He thought about the dunk, but wasn't quite at the rim.
8-6 Wolves. Murphy with some steam, pulls up, gets it, and it's going to be knocked away, but a foul going to be called. That is number 3, Derek Collins, going to get that one called on him.
Yeah, Terrence getting the call on his number counterpart.
Some 3-on-3 action that time. Halfway through the first quarter, just about 8-6. Couple of subs. First for the Wolves this year. See who we've got in here. I see TQ Van Buren, number 12, on the floor.
Nick Stewart.
And Nick Stewart. Nick of the very well three-point shooting Stewarts.
Yes.
Wolves to trigger from the baseline. They come into Murph. Murph got it cleared out, looking for something. Now he gives Smoot. Smoot works the baseline, knocked away, rescued by TQ. Kick out.
Get in
Murphy.
there. Yeah,
Good
baby.
shot, Murph.
Catch and shoot.
Good work on the baseline. We talked about those guys last year coming off the bench and make some hay. What
Tell you
does
what,
TQ do?
that was all TQ Van Buren.
And thrown into the
Yes,
front
Murph.
row by Anthony Murphy, and he is fired up.
Tell you what, Murph now with, if I'm correct, 8 points. He's got a block
And an assist.
and assist. That's a good game for a lot of people. We still got 3:56 left in first.
Be a good week for me.
Here's that block.
Open look at a three. That is good. Number 23 just into the game for the Cougars. Anthony Holmes with the triple.
Yeah, 6'5" senior. Nice little lefty stroke there.
11-9. Wolves the advantage in the ball. Murph works the baseline all the way to the hole. The lay-in is good.
Hey, give him the rock.
They have
Give him
Give
the
it
rock.
to him.
no answer for Anthony
Just
Murphy.
let him
right
go
now.
right now. Give the man, feed the dog.
Oh, rumbling into the lane, shot up, no.
23,
But a
that's
foul
Holmes
going to
again.
be called. That is Holmes, yep. Also coming off the bench and making some noise. So it will be Holmes to shoot a couple here. Foul going to go on McCray.
Tell you what, when you got someone that's hot like Murph is right now, like I said, feed the dog. Feed him right now.
Just like you always see in football, the
That's right.
eating motion. Eat up, young man.
Well,
eat
you,
up.
the hot
and you
man.
can see right now, he's excited himself. Give him the ball.
Yes.
Until they stop him, let him score as much as he can.
Well said. Well said.
First free throw good for Holmes. He'll have one more.
I bet you he touches the ball next time down.
If he doesn't, it's negligence.
Yep.
That's right.
Holmes one more free throw. Coach Upshaw over there having a conversation with the official. I'm sure they're deciding where they're going to go to
Dinner.
have a drink after
Yeah,
the game,
right.
maybe. As Holmes good on the second. Hey, yeah. Murph again. This time bumped, loses it. Now there's a scramble on the floor, throw it. Looks like a jump ball situation. Never saw both hands put up, but they are pointing down the floor, so that looks like a possession arrow situation. So it will be Cougars basketball. Wolves won the tap, so Gary had the possession arrow. Little conversation there between two of the officials, but they quickly disperse and put the ball in play. So here we go. Wolves again extend the man defense all the way down the floor. Nick Stewart there defending. Between the circles, double screen across the top. Three ball, looked like some contact, no call. Missed badly though, and taken out of there by the Wolves. Crossover, Murphy all the way to the lane, and they called the charge. Boy, I thought that was a little lean back kind of but official right there on the play, much closer than I am.
Well, let's see what the replay says.
It's opening
Let's take
night.
a look.
We'll give him the benefit.
Looks pretty good.
Okay.
From our view, I think you're right. I think it might a little flop, not too much.
So that is the second foul, though, on Anthony Murphy. So keep an eye on that. We'll see. He is staying in the game so far. Swatted on the arm. That time Nick Stewart getting the contact. Going to the line to shoot a couple will be Reginald Hilton. Junior coming off the bench, doing some good things for Westside. Foul on Stewart is his first, the third on the team. Remember the, Hinton. My mistake, sorry guys. Once again, reminding folks that the rule changed last year. It used to be 7 team fouls to get in the bonus.
Yes.
Over the course of the first half. Last year they revised that and they went to 5 team fouls per quarter. Michigan City picking up their third team foul here early, but that was a shooting foul anyway. So we are tied here 13. Nick Stewart works the screen. Kicks
Ooh.
and stolen away. Nice anticipation. Collins working all the way. Floater no good. Taken out of there by Van Buren. He triggers ahead. All the way to the rim on the
What a
crossover.
move. Oh.
Can't get it to go. Put back Van Buren.
There we go.
Man, all the way on both ends of the floor.
Tell you
TQ
what,
putting in
TQ.
work.
Oh my goodness gracious, that's a man out there.
All the way to the rim. The handoff late, and the lay-in is good by Caton Barnes. So 15-15. We
Headlocked.
anticipated a good one.
We're
6
getting one.
minutes in, it's been a good one.
It's been a great one so far.
Van Buren clears, kicks, and it goes through the arms of Stewart.
Mr. Stewart probably thinking, boy, I'm going to get this ball and launch one of my traditional threes, but got to catch the ball first. He'll do better next time.
So turnover will give the ball back to West Side into the game for Michigan City. I see Owen Isley, number 11, out there running around. So Coach Upshaw's gone 8 or 9 deep here so far.
For sure. Keep them fresh.
Intense basketball, so he's going to use that bench liberally, rotate him in, keep him fresh. Conditioning a big part of that. All the way to the rim, the lay in, no, but contact on the play. Going to the line will be Hinton.
Tell you what, obviously not knowing a whole lot about Gary Westside, one thing I'm seeing is they've taken some outside shots, but boy, they got some quickness. They love to get inside, draw that contact, and hopefully get the foul call. They've been at the line a few times now, and that could be a critical thing as we head in, as the game continues on. 4 fouls now for Michigan City, 1 more. They're going to shoot 2 shots the rest of the way. The good thing is only 1:37 left to play here in the first quarter.
Hinton misses the front end. He'll have 1 more coming up. Second one almost airball. That nicked the very
I'll
bottom
enjoy
of
a
the
lot
rim.
more of that. If they're going to get to the line, shoot them like that, I'm fine.
So we stay tied at 15. Wolves look to go to work. TQ with it on the wing into the corner. Now for Upshaw. He gets to the elbow, kicks. Cowgill now 3-ball on the way. Smoot is
smooth.
sweet.
Isaiah, baby!
18-15, Michigan City the lead. Westside brings it up as we approach a minute. Looking to go to work there. Thought about the 3 instead. Will dive and drive. Oh, they called a block on that one.
Interesting.
Well, do we get a
Hooper,
replay
the
here?
foul and the
why?
harm.
Yes,
Let's take a
of
look at the
course.
replay here.
That one looked about as clear as you got there.
Let's see.
Fast forwarding to the exciting part.
I need to see this.
It sure looked like.
There we go.
Oh, man.
Here it is. In place. Hold on. Wait. Let me go back.
We got another view.
No, because the mark's at the other end.
It sure looked like Terrence got a couple feet down, but that's okay.
Well,
And the officials in there having a conversation.
maybe they should look at the screen. Oh,
The only thing I'm looking at is, they really talked a lot about the flop rule this year. It's a very big point of emphasis where I'm not sure. I could not have an angle to see it there. I wonder if they're talking about that. They talked at basketball meetings about flopping being a big, serious thing that you can't do it. Period.
Okay, here's the other angle. It's
Let's
actually
see.
not bad.
Let's see.
You got a replay coming. I got people in the audience yelling.
I got to tell you guys, in my opinion, that's a charge.
It looked like a charge,
It
but
looks
there
to
was
me
a
like he's
little
pretty set. Let's
add-on
see.
at the end of that.
You know what? That's pretty good defense, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And
I think
I'll
he was
tell
in
you.
position, but I think he took the extra little.
But you know what? If you're an official, I'm not going to criticize the official either way.
In real time,
No.
that is not an easy call.
But it's not an easy play. But when I see it in replay, I think it's a charge.
Yeah.
But again, they call one way or the other. Let's play on, guys. It's 7:45. These kids need to get to bed. They got to go to school tomorrow.
Amen. And so
Yeah,
do I.
and okay, I understand the need for the rule, but you've got to be able to do it in a timely manner. We can't stand here for 3 minutes while you guys conversate about this. This is not a vital moment.
All right, one more time because I'm just curious myself.
You've got to be able to.
I'm gonna
I don't know
pause
if
it.
there's a disagreement out of the 3 of them or what, but
I mean, it just looks pretty good to me.
Yeah.
Feet look set to me, man.
Yeah.
The emphasis in the NBA, at least, are the defender's feet set
Yes, sir.
before the shooter leaves his feet.
Yeah.
That's the emphasis in the NBA, and I think that's kind of the guideline at this level as well. But
Well, what are they doing?
They're going to say, oh, you won.
so
They're going to call no foul.
They're
Is what
going to call no play, I think.
Yep, and just
Play
like it never
on.
happened.
It was Gary's ball, so they keep
Although
it.
we're still at 5 fouls, we should be going down to
Is this
4. I
wiffle
think.
ball now? We're doing a redo?
I mean, you do what you have to. I'll take a redo with no foul on it.
But again, okay, yes, you want to get the call right. But at the same time, you don't want to kill the flow of the game. You had a great first quarter, up and down, very well played game by both these teams. You're doing them an injustice by making this take so long. I'd almost rather see,
Right, I'm starting to tighten up, and I'm
especially in a 50-50 type call, make your call, let's play ball.
Let's get back to it, man.
Guys, wake me up, would you, when this is done?
So now they're over there at the
This is-
esteemed scorers bench of
this is-
Michigan
this is
City,
too much.
having a conversation with Mr. Warren Foster of the I've been doing this for 60 years. I could teach you this job, Foster's.
there you got Upshaw needs an explanation.
Well, and
I would like for him to come up and give us an explanation.
Yeah,
They
ahead and
go
walk
down
up
every
here.
single row.
Yep.
I know they're trying to get it right. Zach Sweeler down there, the official in charge. Fantastic official. He does a great job. So
And
I
we got-
trust they're doing what they're doing best.
I'm
that
surprised
was
we didn't
almost
get an
an alley-oop
explanation.
play off the inbounds, and instead tapped away, kept in play by Westside.
Yeah.
Ball
But
goes
what?
off the bottom of the basket, but a foul going to be called.
So after all of that,
We get a foul.
who was it that drove originally? Who made that drive with the foul called?
It was number, here I have to rewind, 12.
Yep, and guess who's at the line?
Number 12.
What do we say on the playground? Ball never lies.
Ball never lies.
So it will be Bryce Cooper here shooting a couple. Good on the front end. He'll have one more coming. It's a 2-point ball game, 52.2 left here. First quarter of play from the Den. Second one good as well. McCray kicks it ahead for Smoot. They tried to show some pressure. Wolves throw right over the top of it. Cowgill looking to go. Kicks. 3-ball. Smoot.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
baby.
smooth.
He's hot tonight.
The 3 balls just rain.
And
Oh,
a
yeah, you got
steal.
it back.
Another 3-ball on the way. McCray.
Let's give it to him.
Oh,
Rebound.
Rebound. Put back by
There we
Cowgill.
go. There we go.
All right, Wolves getting those 50-50 balls.
Yes, sir.
Kick, 3. No good. Fought
Good
for
rebound.
Van Buren. Run ahead. All the way to the rim. The
Easy.
lay-in.
Oh,
Yeah,
baby.
Terrence.
Money.
Good. Terrence McCray. Biggest lead of this ball game for the Wolves at 8 on a quick 6-0.
I think
traveled.
7-0. Right, 7-0. The three
It
by
was
Smoke.
18-17.
Yeah, 7-0 run.
No, 7. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
I mean, I think that ball was technically out on Upshaw. I think that should be coming back the other way. He grabbed it.
All right, so 0.2 of a second, as we all know from our NBA experience, only time for a tap here. So Wolves will touch it, and we will end the first quarter of play here on this season, guys. So
Good first
Michigan
quarter.
City, a big run to close out the first quarter, 25-17. Are we going to break here?
Sure, why not? Why not?
All right, we'll take a quick break, come back, bring you Q2.
Some see a student athlete working on a shot. We see a powerful lesson in persistence. Some see a student preparing for success on an exam. We see a student athlete preparing for success in life. Some see a student athlete working hard in the weight room. We see a future leader learning there are no shortcuts to success. Some see a start to a swim meet. We see the starting blocks for life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
All right, right, welcome back to the Wolves Den. It is cold outside, but it is hot in here. The 3 balls falling early and often. 4 threes so far for Michigan City have been poured in by the Wolves, along with some very keen passing and slashing. Nice 7-0 run to end the first quarter of play has the Wolves up 25-17. They scored 26 in the first quarter against Hammond. AST this time 25 against the Cougars. Of course, this being a little more impressive of a skilled basketball team. As a 3-ball on the way, no good for Upshaw. And the Cougs look to run. Back the other way they come. They're going to set the offense as Holmes probed. Didn't have anything there. They look to set it up on the wing. This is number 11, Kyle Cooper with it. Around the horn they go. Look to set the screen, free up. Great defense by the Wolves, though. They are switching those screens and really making it
good defense,
hard
absolutely.
For Westside to move the basketball. Spin to the baseline, looking for something, and a travel going to be called. Nice help side defense there to close off the baseline. And the West Side young man was looking for some help and had no one to go to, and instead took the extra step.
So I know Coach Upshaw talked about his passion on the sidelines. I'm not seeing it yet. I'm kidding.
Of course, I'm sitting next to a guy who's known for his passion on the sidelines. So
I think Coach Upshaw's got me beat.
That would be impressive.
I don't know. The verdict's still out there.
Tapped out of bounds. It will stay with Michigan City off the rebound miss. 1 minute gone by here, second quarter of play. Wolves still lead by 8, highest lead of the night for either squad, although Michigan City has led this one from the jump. Wolves trigger with it. Cowgill taken around the screen all the way to the rim. The leaner is no good for Smoot, and the rebound to West Side. So Hinton with it. He's going to work one-on-one. Nice swim there all the way to the rim.
Nice
the lay-in
move.
is good. Derek Collins, textbook C maneuver there with the dribble. And losing it. Cowgill, the 3 on the way. That's no good. And rebound to West Side. They look to transition into the nice look into the post. Easy lay-in there for Caton Barnes.
Good timeout, good timeout.
And Coach Upshaw not happy with the effort. I'm going to guess that was the defensive effort of not getting back and letting an easy fast break happen for West Side. So first timeout of the game going to be called by the teams here. Going to be by Coach Upshaw. He's going to instill a little bit of the fear of God into his boys. You're going to play some D here. As you got a nice view of the Michigan City High School pep band. Of course, the marching band this year managed to get their first ever gold in competition for their preliminaries. Also, our wonderful cheerleading squad down there. Lot to cheer for so far in this one. Wolves by 4.
I'll tell you what, we have about as many cheerleaders we have on our football team. I think so. I think Dr. G knows one of them pretty well.
Yes, sir.
All right, so Wolves work the full length. McCray with it. High post for Murphy. He clears. The Ocean opens up. He had a look. Now kicks for Stewart for 3.
Yes, sir, Nick.
It is Nick at night.
That's what he does. That's what he does.
28-21. Wolves by a touchdown. Hinton works around. Now it goes for Hinton in there to the block. Blocked away, and it's going to be touched out of bounds by Derek Collins, or excuse me, wrong 3. That'll be Terrence McCray.
Yes, sir.
But great defense.
Yes, great
That
defense.
should have been a layup. Instead, they just take the ball out of bounds.
One of those advantages I never had in basketball, the impressive wingspan of one Terrence McCray, making that play a whole lot more difficult. Inbound 3 is good by Reginald Hinton.
Yeah, nice looking shot there by Mr. Hinton.
Back to a 4-point ball game. Wolves look to go to work, one-on-one between the circles. Cowgill, now the handoff back for Smoot, back for Cowgill. Stewart with it on the wing. Denies the screen. Now it's poked away loose. He picks it back up. Going to work all the way to the rim. The floater, that's short, no good. And it comes right back to Nick. Almost said Zach. And Cowgill at the rim, no, but he will go shoot a couple free throws.
Nice look by Nick there. Got, missed the shot, got his own rebound. Put himself positioned for his team to score. That's just you keep playing. You make a mistake, you miss a shot.
Yeah.
Do something positive for your team. Exactly what Nick did right there.
Look,
You're
mistakes
gonna see
happen.
it right here.
Yeah.
Stays with it, rebound, nice fake, pass. We're gonna shoot 2.
Doesn't
and
put
we
his
bury the
head
first
down,
one.
doesn't pout.
Correct.
It kept in that play. And guess what? The turnover comes right back to the Wolves. All right, so Cowgill good on the front end. He will have one more. That foul on Keaton Barnes, his first. The first of the second quarter for either team. Cowgill good on the second.
That's good.
One of those things that the Wolves really could help themselves out on this season. They weren't a great free throw shooting team. They were in that kind of 2 for 3 range last season in that high 60s percentage. Those are freebies out there. They don't call them free for nothing. Trap on the baseline, looking for some help. Gets it. And Westside finally breaks in. Open look at a 3. Hinton is good. No, excuse me, Collins.
Nothing but string music right there.
And McCray falls down trying to drive. Fought for. And Coach Upshaw going to rescue that with a timeout. Westside was trying to get to that ball, but Coach going to save the possession by calling a timeout. So this will be a quick timeout here. Checking back into the game, SCTQ Van Buren. All right, Jam, I'll put you on the spot. What you seeing so far? What you liking?
Seeing a bunch of good things. I think this is a good competitive game so far. But in the end, I still think we got this one.
All right, there you go. All right, so we are about halfway through the second quarter of play here in the Wolves' Den. Michigan City 30, Westside 27. Wolves have led throughout. Lead got to as many as 8 in the late first quarter. Nice run by Michigan City. Right now, some three-point shooting by the Cougs has got them in within 3.
It's been a big game of a lot of streaks right now. Michigan City, a game of runs, I should say. A lot of runs right now. A lot of Michigan City win that 7-0 run to go up 8. And Westside, hey, they've scored 9 points here in the second quarter.
And Wolves pressure almost triggered that loose after the missed shot. Now trap out near half court. Whistle. They're going to call a foul? Okay. So far, the officials had been letting them play, but that was ticky-tack, as we used to say in the day. Every dead ball seems to be bringing subs in for Coach Upshaw. He's rotating them, keeping them fresh. I was kind of counting down the line here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 at least have played for Michigan City so far in this one. So Cougars with it, 4:40 to go here till the half. Wolves, little 1-2-1-3-1 look out there. And into the middle, lay-in at the rim is good. You can't let the big man catch it that deep.
No,
that's an easy lay-in, Keaton Barnes.
1-point game, guys, 4:22 to play.
And
oh boy, turnover.
Westside back with the ball, so they look to go up for the first time in this one. Little sharper on offense this quarter for Westside. They get the baseline shot up, no, but a foul going to be called on Van Buren.
I'll tell you what, we need, as I'm looking down here to the left, we need something positive quick. Our fans, take a look, guys. There's just nothing. It's a lot of quiet, very quiet right now. We need something to get us juiced and get us going here right now.
Need a spark, man.
And don't forget Anthony Murphy sitting on the
Coming
sideline with
game.
those 2 fouls. He was kind of owning that first quarter, really doing whatever he wanted.
Correct.
And actually, I just see him check back into the game. So Coach Upshaw going to take a chance on Anthony here with a couple fouls. Maybe see a little offense, defense here.
Well,
we'll see.
As a senior, he's got to be able to play with 2 fouls. Offensively, he's been really big for us right now. I think it's a good call, in my opinion.
Stewart, long 3 ball, that's no good, and the rebound to Westside. They've got their first lead of the game right now, 31-30. They're looking to build on that. Spinning in the lane, the lay in at the rim, no. fought for. Wolves out with it. Smoot looks to drive, nothing there, so he gives up for Murph. Murph gonna dive to the basket. Probes, looks, kicks. Smoot on the dive, has it knocked away out of bounds to the Wolves.
Yep, went off number 3 there, Derek Collins.
Michigan City a little fortune there to maintain possession.
Well, this is a big opportunity. You know, you don't want to go down 3, 5, or even more right now. Let's get a lead here. Let's get that spark back.
Stewart dribbles on the side against Caleb Schultz. High arcing shot. That's no good, and it's going to be a rebound to West Side again. Boy, I tell you what, if you're going to bring Murph back into the game, run that clear out and let him score.
Yeah, if he's going to be in there, let him shoot the ball.
So West Side with it.
They're going to get Smoot
out near the coaching box, right in front of the official, an easy view. And an extra whistle there. Substitutes, okay. Wasn't sure if something extra got said or what was going on there for a second, but Smoot picks up his second foul as well, so he will stay in and play with 2. I do see somebody standing. I see Davion Davis, I think, over there by the scorer's table. Slash, dive, shot, no, tap, yes. I'm going to say Barnes got the tap on that one.
I would agree with you on that one.
West Side by 3. Smoot works to the baseline. The lay-in
nice
is good.
Move. That's it, Isaiah.
High IQ basketball there. Knowing you're struggling to score, what do? You go for the high percentage shot. Oh, and nearly stolen away. McCray on the gamble. West Side, and it is stolen away by Murphy. Murphy all the way to the rim. The lay-in is good. So the Wolves seesaw back in front with 4 quick ones.
Maybe that spark we needed, but come on, fans, get into it here.
And you like to see it come from the defensive end.
Absolutely you do.
Open look at a 3 on the way. That's off the back iron. No good. Wolves the rebound. They come back the other way. Murphy sees an opening. He goes to the rim. No, but he will draw the foul.
Well, you know, we got down 33-30, 4 in a row. Chance to get it 5 and 6 in a row. Kind of get that nice little run we got at the end of the first quarter. So, you know, we've kind of, weathered the storm a little bit. We had a little bit of a lapse on offense. Let's see if we can get it back here. Come on, Murph, knock these down. There's one.
There's one of them.
5 in a row now.
And in a league like the DAC, you're not playing any saps on most nights.
No.
So you expect to have a little bit of a prize fight here where they knock you, you knock them.
Yep.
As the second free throw rims out, so Wolves by 2. And as we've said coming into this West Side team is very good. They are going to not be an easy out. Almost stolen away, looking for some help, finally gets it. Holmes with it, working against Cowgill. He gives up for Hinton. Hinton drives, bounces, and they're going to call the charge on that one. Tough angle for me to see it from. Maybe they called him on the shoulder lean in there. And a teammate goes over there to calm him down a little bit. And that is his second foul. That's probably why. Little frustration on that one. And you don't see that called very often. I'm not sure exactly what was called. It could also have been one of those armbar clear-outs that I missed because of the angle. But either way, second foul, and it was right in front of the officials. So he saw something he didn't like. So Smoot works with it between the circles. Looking for some help. Stolen away, and this is going to be a breakaway lay-in for Bryce Cooper. Boy, can't give up those easy turnovers. Wolves look to go. Smoot breaks the double team. Advantage now Wolves. They move the ball around the key. Murph now going to dive to the basket. Lefty lay-in, no. Put back, no for McCray. And then Murphy hustles it down and gets the rebound. He will be fouled. Not the bonus yet, but great hustle there by Michigan City. Wolves going to sub in. We see that is indeed number 2, Davion Davis, getting his first run of the game. And then Upshaw, Jaron Upshaw, checking in for the Wolves. See, we're going to inbound right in front of the edge of the scorer's table there. Murph going to trigger. 1:15 to go until the half. 35-35. Little conversation going on here. Now they're going to move Murph over a little bit. Double team quickly is McCray. Looking for some help. Knocked down, stolen away. Westside 3-on-0. Lay in is good. Julian Holmes. And they're going to stop play here. Looks a little shaken up as McCray. So they're going to have to sub him out as they stopped play for McCray. So let's see who coach sends in. Looks like Keegan Cowgill back into the game for the Wolves. So Nick Stewart going to handle against Holmes. Into the front court, under a minute we go. Stewart crosses, looking for some help. Hands from Murph. Murph going to dive, elbow extended. That's no good. Fought for and taken out of there by City. They had two guys there fighting for that ball. West Side by 2. Upshaw picks up the dribble, looking for some help. Finally gets it off to Stewart. Nick looking for something. Screen from Cowgill. He slips, looks to shoot into the post for Murph. He backs.
Oh, beautiful.
15 points here in this one.
Boy, we need that too. Tie this thing up.
Anthony Murphy.
Now, if I'm Westside right now, I might be playing for one. I'm going to the locker room, at least with the lead, or a tie ball game, but you don't want to go down. Let's see what Westside does here.
And into the post they go. The move is good.
Good look. I mean, yeah, take that all day long. Come on, guys.
He had the size advantage. Murph, the spin at the
good shot.
Does it count?
Yes,
it is good. All right, so 39-39 at the half. Great first half from these two squads. We have one more half to bring you. We're going to take a quick commercial break, come back and talk a little halftime, and then bring you second half action.
Some see a student athlete working on a shot. We see a powerful lesson in persistence. Some see a student preparing for success on an exam. We see a student athlete preparing for success in life. Some see a student athlete working hard in the weight room. We see a future leader learning there are no shortcuts to success. Some see a start to a swim meet. We see the starting blocks for life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
And we are back. It is the Wolves home opener. Wolves and Gary Westside knotted up 39 apiece. Coach Megacy, and we've got a special guest. Coach Megacy, you handle this.
We do indeed got a special guest here at halftime. Adrian Holly with us tonight. Adrian, I think you did something pretty special this week, didn't you?
Yes, sir. I signed, man.
Where are you going to be going to school next year?
The University of Kansas.
The University of Kansas. Play for the Jayhawks. Congratulations. You know, we were talking earlier about people in Michigan City High School, whether it be football or any other sport. Braden Fisk,
yes, sir,
playing for the Rams right now. And, you know, the path he took to get there, you know, playing in Michigan City, having some success going to Western Michigan, Florida State, now playing. He got the month of
Player of the Month.
Player of the month. For the month of November, and with the Rams. And now we have another Michigan City High School Wolf going to play big-time college football. Talk to us a little bit about the process of you signing at Kansas and what gave them the edge above everybody else for you to go there.
For me, it really just came down, they had belief in me, you know, and then also just the coaches. I had a real good relationship with Coach Panagos. That's the guy who recruited me.
Right.
He was a really amazing guy, and just being able to talk to him every single day and to understand their program and understand how they run it, it was a blessing to be able to have the opportunity to sign to them and be able to have an offer from them. Yeah, it's like it just felt right to me too. You know, you get a feeling like in your heart and in your mind, you know where home is realistically. You know, and it felt like home to me since day one.
And that's just it. You know, when you get that feeling, that means everything right there. You know,
yes, sir.
It's hard for me to believe. I remember you were a sophomore. I'm saying, man, this kid's going to be awfully good. And now,
yes, sir.
You're done. You're going to Kansas. Talk a little bit about academics. What are some things you're thinking about right now? If you got some time to change your mind,
yes, sir.
What are you thinking about?
I'm thinking about going into psychology. You know, just to get to understand people better, and also just I really am intrigued by psychology. So that's going to be my major.
So maybe after you mentally destroy some of these quarterbacks,
oh yeah,
you can pick them back up again and help them rebuild their lives.
Yeah, man.
So a fun season, Adrian.
Yes, sir.
12.5 sacks, really. Criminal negligence for you to not be Defensive Player of the Year in the DAC. I'm going to say it out loud. That's
yes, sir.
okay. You don't have to, but so proud of the work you did. And then on top of it, the work you've put in the classroom.
Thank you.
To get to this point, because there's the student and the athlete.
Yes, sir.
And you've excelled at both here at Michigan City. We have a ton of faith in you that you're going to go on.
Yes, sir.
And you know you're going to have this whole town of 30,000 people watching on Saturdays going, that's my boy.
Yes, sir.
And I'm going to say, so we got to go back all the way to the beginning of the season when you guys were down in Warsaw, and there was a little clip of you that went viral.
Yes, sir.
Just kind of, what do you remember about that interaction with the young man from Warsaw? And did you think that it was going to have as big of an influence as it had on so many people?
For me, I didn't think so. You know, like just doing the right things all the time. You know, being able to take my time out because everybody was passing them by. You know, just like, all right, this 1 second I can take on my day can change a life. You know, but just to say hi to him, to acknowledge him, and to give him a hug. You know, that's really. That's all I was thinking about, you know.
I still say he may as well have met LeBron James right there. The look on his face afterwards.
It's so crazy, man.
You made that kid's day, and I was, as a Michigan City alum, I was very, very proud of you. And I can't tell you how important that was for, you know, those of us. Sometimes I think here in Michigan City we get a little bit of a raw deal, and I just. Again, kudos on that interaction.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
And with that, you know, I say again, being a teacher at Michigan City, you're so well respected by the teachers and the staff of Michigan City.
Yes,
you know, I see you in the hallway, and guys, I'm here to tell you, you're not in the hallways with them. I know, obviously, Mr. Garrett's with me in the school day, and every time I see Adrian in the hallway, it's good morning, coach, or a little fist bump or something.
Yes, sir.
And the politeness, you've been raised right. You've been raised the right way. And when you're raised the right way and you do things the right way, like you said about what you did with that young man at Warsaw, it pays dividends because don't make any mistake about it. What you do in the football field is something none of us could ever do.
Yes, sir.
But the bottom line is that the college coaches don't think they didn't see that video. And they're saying to themselves,
I thought you said you were all-state in football at St. Joe.
I played.
What are you talking about?
I played Nerf football against the third-grade girls. Okay? But, no, sincerely, that was something that college coaches want people who don't just play the game right, who do things right every day in life.
Yes, sir. Like, that's a big thing, man. Being a great person off the field, you know. Because you could be the best football player of all time, but then if you have a crappy attitude or whatever it may be, you know, like it's not going to translate. You know, there's not going to be very much success. Maybe at some point, but it's not going to be all throughout your career. You know.
Well, we are so very proud of you.
Yes, sir.
I can say from the Michigan City High School standpoint how proud we are of you and of a school board member.
You know it.
Somebody who eats, drinks, and sleeps Michigan City.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Garrett, everything he does.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for stopping up here with us.
Thank you so much.
Good luck next year.
Yes, sir.
Can't wait to see you play on Saturday, my man.
Thank you, man. Much love.
Rock
God bless.
Chalk Jayhawk.
Rock Chalk.
That's right, Rock Chalk.
Soon to be Michigan City High School graduate Adrian Holley, one of our personal favorites. Done big things on the football field and off of the football field. We're proud of him. Signing day was yesterday for Mr. Holley. getting that big Big 12 signing under his belt. He featured prominently in the Kansas University social media. They had some amazing clips out there of that young man in action on the football field. And it's so wonderful to see the continued success. Again, this is the second year in a row we've had a high Division I football player athlete coming out of Michigan City. Of course, Jaden Hart last year. We keep talking about what Braden Fisk is doing in the NFL. You see these guys, and I'm going to tap you. How much did it help you? Because, you're playing against Adrian more than you're playing against anybody else, right? Every day in practice, you're lining up in the backfield. You're staring at that big dude over the lines, right?
Yeah.
How much does it help you to have that defense that you were looking at? Because it wasn't just Adrian. Adrian, a big part of it. But, he's triple teamed most of the night. And all these other guys, your Buzz Kirks, all these other guys out there on defense. How much did it help you as an offensive player to have that defense to go against every day in practice?
Well, it was just good, good competition. It was very competitive at days. And then it just kept me well driven to just put on for MC. So it was just a good thing for me. So just having Holly to give me all he got, just 100% effort every down, everything. It just helped me out a lot.
And of course, that when you're playing, you're not going against anybody better.
Yeah.
You might run into one or two who are maybe just as good, maybe close to as good, but you're never going to find anyone on any of those defenses that's better.
Exactly, yes.
So Mike, I want to jump in real quick. Just a fun fact. So I'm actually in Pittsburgh last Saturday with the family, and we're in a restaurant, TVs everywhere, Penn's playing. They got the Notre Dame game on. And who else is playing? Syracuse versus University of Miami, or Miami University, whatever you want to call it. And they're winning at this point, and it's fourth quarter. And I'm watching both games. I get them on left and right screens. And who do I see on the sidelines high-fiving one of the other running backs as he comes off of it? Nothing but just Jaden Hart. And I screamed to my wife, "That's Jaden Hart. I know that kid." I was like, "I know that kid." She's like, "What are you talking about?" I was like, "That's Michigan City." And she was like, "You don't understand." I was like, we pride ourselves no matter what division, no matter where they're playing. When we see our students playing at that next level, even if it's not playing, but in school and those other levels, we celebrate those victories. And so that was just when I heard you talking about that, I was like, yeah, I actually got to see him actually on television for the first time, and it was kind of cool to see that. So I'm like, I would say we see Braden Fisk all the time on TV. I mean,
we are all Rams fans this year.
He's wrecking havoc on some offenses.
Ooh, buddy. I was glad he didn't kill Caleb Williams in the opener.
Yeah, he had a chance. There was one where he had a chance, and it was didn't get quite to him.
Before we get started here in the second half, I do know we have one of our social studies teachers, Heather Kessler, watching the game tonight.
All right.
Just an outstanding teacher, outstanding friend. So, Heather, thank you for watching the telecast tonight.
And she didn't even have to pay.
Supporting the Wolves. She didn't have to pay.
She might have.
But you know what? Hey, she would. She comes to a lot. She comes to football games, basketball games. She'll come to anything she can when she's able to. And so, again, thanks for being on board with us tonight, Heather.
All right, so West Side will start off the second half with the basketball. Absolutely nothing decided in the first half as a wheeled-up shot.
Yeah, I didn't
by
think that was going
to drop. Jr. That wingspan paying off that time. Going to work the baseline, and a foul going to be called before they got to the rim. Nice drive that time by Terrence McCray. McCray, a solid first half. Earning his way into the starting lineup this year for the Wolves. See what's going on here at the scorer's bench. Little discussion going on.
Again.
Keaton Barnes, the foul. It was only his first, so I'm not sure what the discussion is.
He's trying to negotiate out of this foul.
I think they're trying to talk about maybe the coaching boxes over there because he keeps pointing at the lines.
Well, we have a little bit of a
although I'm not sure because he's very animated about something at the scorer's bench. So.
And he's going to get teed up if he doesn't get.
And the official just pointed at the box. So whatever the discussion was before, it is now is stay in your space and don't interact with the scorer's bench from the looks of it.
Just gave him his warning. One and only.
And that's all he will get to, folks.
And real quick, Josh Jacobs takes it in. 5:30 to play in the second, 10-7 Lions.
All right, so Murph with it on the baseline. Spins, shot up, rimming no. Fought for it, taken out of there by McCray. McCray looks to go back to the rim. He loses it. Cowgill with it. Now for Murph. Murph parts to the lane. Contact, no.
Oh.
But a whistle now. Boy, that took a little bit.
Yeah.
I thought there was contact, but took a while for that whistle, and it's going to be the second quick one
I'll
on
tell
Barnes.
you, I would have been okay with that being a play on, the way it developed. Especially when he didn't call anything. But then he calls it late. That kind of, you know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah.
As it is, I'll be very happy with him shooting some free throws.
And again, we've got some kind of discussion going on over here.
Well, you got
between
assistant
the-
coach out of the box. He can't do that.
Well, while we got the discussion going on, has David Montgomery or hold on, I got to get to my fantasy team real quick.
David Montgomery has a
Number one
touchdown.
for
Yes!
Rice. No
Okay, that's-
one cares about your fantasy team.
Yeah, I do.
Rule 2.
I
See
do.
Rule 1.
Oh, St. Brown is the other one I need to worry about because it's not loading, but,
Murphy no good on the front of 2. He split his 2 free throws the previous trip to the line. 17 big first half points for Anthony. Had a quick start, 10 quick ones early. Foul trouble took him out of the flow a little bit, and he's short on the second. So Wolves still trail by 2. Floater up ahead now, dive and hit for Anthony Holmes. Back to a 4-point lead. I believe that is the biggest lead of the night for the Cougars.
I do believe you are right, as usual, Mike.
High post for Murphy. He dived.
and one.
And
Yes, sir.
contact still.
Yeah.
Boy, he has gotten strong in the upper body because there was contact and that young man just bounced off.
And he made it look easy, too.
Yep. Under control and not affected by the contact. Cuts it back to 2. Baseline pull-up.
Wow.
That is good. Derek
Talking about
Collins Jr.
his upper body, I think he might be stronger in the jam right now. I don't know.
I don't know about that one, man.
Whoa!
Challenge.
Shots fired.
Okay, I'll take jam.
Thank you, man.
And a shuffle of the feet
Traveled,
there
yep,
on
I
the sideline
was
by Terrence
hoping
McCray.
they were going to call something else, but no.
So turnover gives the ball back to the Cougars. Game high 4-point lead and the basketball. A minute and a half here into the third quarter. They look to go to work. Murph looks like he was expecting weak side help and never got it all the way to the rim.
Tell you what, guys, just a mild danger zone right now. Mild.
And a slow
Very
start here.
mild.
I think what's missing so far in this half is the defensive intensity hasn't been as high as we saw in the first half. 3 ball on the way.
Oh.
That
Yes, sir,
is
TQ.
good.
Much
TQ
needed.
VB
I take out the mild danger zone right now. Got cut to 3.
cuts that in half.
Now we need a turnover here.
So West Side with it. This is Collins holding against McCray.
What?
Goes, loses control, throws it away.
And just so I'm clarifying that, he gathered and threw the ball back in bounds that wasn't tapped. That should have been a travel prior to that.
Turnover is
Yeah,
turnover,
as long
I
as
suppose.
the ball comes back this way. But I'm like, that was a little confusing as to why there was no whistle immediately.
West Side tries to send the double. Easily broken up by Smoot. Now Smoot with it back, going to get the screen and the roll. Cowgill to the basket, the leaner. That's an easy call. The charge. And I think
Walker.
Coach Upshaw might have just
No, that was Walker.
That was Will? Okay.
Replay?
Yeah, sure. Yeah,
Somebody was out of line on the
definitely
Wolves bench.
Walker. He was like, absolutely not, is what he just said in so many words.
And, yeah, the official having none of it after his conversations with the West Side bench of recent vintage.
Here it is, just so you can see it. Here, I can pull it.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to cut, well,
Yeah, that one was less time before the gather. Or like he planted the feet, and it was like a bang-bang.
Tied up, stolen away, but
Jump
a
ball.
jump ball going to be called. TQ getting in there and causing havoc. Possession arrow to the Wolves, so that is a turnover.
Tell you what, TQ plays awfully aggressive basketball. Love seeing it.
That defense, again, we talk about McCray, we talk about Van Buren. Those guys just get in there and wreak havoc. Cowgill running the floor, kicks for Murph. Murph avoids the double, looks to set. Now he comes across all the way to the rim. The lay-in is
Terrence!
good. Back to a 1-point ball game. West Side, the slimmest of margins. Under 5 here is now the Wolves going to send the trap. High post now looking to dive.
away.
There we go.
Is that 4 turnovers in a row? All 4
Skinner.
Possessions down here, that's 4 turnovers.
Justin Skinner had established himself on the block and then didn't see a ball coming, so he moved to the next play of the offense.
You got me thinking of a small container of apple turnovers for breakfast tomorrow. Stop that.
That sounds delicious.
Sounds good, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I think Jam should bring some into school tomorrow.
That's not a bad idea.
He's the new guy. He's the one responsible.
Right.
It's like he didn't know, but now he does.
Jump ball the other way. Nice defense that time by Reginald Hilton to tie up that one. Create the turnover. So 2 jump balls on close possessions here. Defensive intensities are picking up on the floor. 47-46 West Side. 4:36 to go here, third quarter of play from the Wolves Den. We thank you for joining us as always. Back to the 1 versus 1 here. And Wolves going to send and tapped away. Not quite stolen. It is stolen. Smoot underneath for Cowgill. Kick Murphy. Fakes the 3. Going to dive. Looks to spin. Loses out of bounds to West Side.
Murph,
Shoot
that
the ball.
ball.
I don't know what he's so
Well, you
hesitant
know what?
on.
Did you see where he stopped right there? He did the motion
he's like, I should
have shot it.
How often have you said in your life, shoot the ball, Anthony?
Right.
So West Side with it as we approach the halfway mark of the third quarter. Breaks loose to the rim. Cowgill the body, no call, but the lay-in is good by Hinton.
I think that was a great no call.
Murphy into the front court, loses
Dunk
the defender all the way to the rim. The lay-in is good. Time out gonna be called. I didn't catch who called that.
You know, I know I said in the first half, but give Murph the ball and get out of the way. He can't be stopped right now.
Yeah.
I don't know what play that is. You know, if that's 1, 2, 3, whatever the verbiage is this year for the Coach Upshaw Wolves, but whatever it is, just call it.
Yeah.
Play 1, give the ball to Murph. Play 2, same thing.
Let him go make some plays,
Play
man.
3, see play 1.
And 2.
Always fun here to see the athleticism of the MCHS cheerleaders.
I can do that.
Yeah.
Absolutely can do
And
that.
then you woke up.
Yeah.
It was only in my dreams. and singing's not my forte either.
Was it 2 years ago that Westside brought cheerleaders and their
The
cheerleaders
flip
were
off?
amazed with what?
Oh, no, it wasn't that night. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you were referring to the great flip-off of 2023.
Yes, that was a good one too. Yeah.
All right, so again, you have tuned in to a spectacular night of basketball to this point. A 1-point game. This game has never been more separate than 8 points at any point in this one. So nip and tuck right now, a 1-possession game. West Side 49, City 48. This is the first leads of the game for Gary have come here in the second half. It will be West Side to work the length of the floor. Michigan City going to extend. Let's see if they trap off this. They do. They look, and they're going to get it into the front court. Net at half court with the trap. Corner open 3 ball. Look is good. Kyle Cooper all kinds of time and bombs that one away. That's the danger of the trap there, folks. You get guys out of position. Murph trying to dribble out of the trap. Baseline for Van Buren. Kick across. Cowgill the 3 ball.
There it is.
Keegan.
So 3 answered with 3. All the way to the rim. Shot, no, but it looks like a foul going to be called on Van Buren on that one.
There was definitely a wind-up. I don't know.
It is going to be TQ getting that foul. That'll be his third. Probably not the first time you're going to see him in foul trouble, and definitely not the last. As you see him whack the arm there. Great camera angle there. Is that Mark down there on the base? Yeah, great camera angle there, Mark. Thumbs up.
There when we need him.
What was his thing as a teacher? Was that check, or what was his?
-5. Oh, boom, got it. Boom, got it. Was that? That was, yeah, it was. Yeah, I was gonna say. I was gonna say the -5, but.
No, this is a plus. So one free throw hit there, split the two, so it's a 2-point ball game. Smoot works into the front court. Murphy gets it off the handoff. Working hard, spins, looking to get in against the double, puts it up, no good, and he's going to get called for the bad foul there by Murph. You can't compound the miss by fouling the rebounder.
Yeah, just get back on defense and
that's number 3.
Especially when you have 2 fouls and offensively you've been the main man on the floor.
Yeah. Look, that's just one of those, we call them basketball IQ plays. You can't compound a mistake with a bigger mistake. The temptation, of course, is to try and fix whatever you just did, but that just doubles it down. All right, so West Side with it, 2-point lead, and the ball. Kick, corner 3 on the way. That's short, no good. Rebound to McCray. McCray looks to push tempo. He's met by the West Side defense, so the Wolves going to set up the offense. Smoot spins. Defense staying right there. McCray trying to get in, loses, and it's pinballed around, stolen out of there by West Side. They run 3-on-1, and the dunk to finish by Reginald Helton.
We're calling a tech. Yep. He taunted. He definitely taunted afterwards.
I was going to say, it wasn't a hang on the rim.
No, he taunted.
Sure. I looked down for a second.
Or maybe they just worried about the net. Maybe that might have been it. But he definitely taunted.
No, they're definitely calling a taunt, yes.
Yeah, because they're cleaning out the lane on the Michigan City side.
Can we see a replay of that?
Yeah. You want the dunk?
I want to see the whole thing.
It will be Isaiah Smoot to shoot the technical free throws. That's 2 free throws. And the rough part is that counts as a personal foul. So Anthony Holmes picks up his 3rd foul on that one.
If I can find this replay somewhere.
First one up for Smoot is
Got
good. Big free throws here because these are 2 free
Apparently I don't have it.
And the ball. That's the big part there.
Yep.
So you get the 2 free opportunities and you get a possession.
This is where you got to be
Both
smart.
good.
All times during the game. This not called for. I mean, that was immediately what I saw. As soon as he came down, he taunted, and
that's an easy call for the officials.
And the ref was standing right there
they
and
don't
probably
want it
heard
in
what
the
he
game.
said.
Yep.
Don't let something escalate.
Nick with the fade away from the corner. That's no good.
Might have
Fought for and taken out of there by West Side. It's going to be a breakaway and
that's
lost.
What happens when you were about to showboat again, because he literally was thinking about what his next taunt was going to be and instead lost the ball.
Reginald Hilton had a chance at a second dunk and instead lost it. Stewart dives, kicks, 3-ball. McCray rims out, no good. Fought for underneath. Let's see who the call is. Looks like we're staying here. No, we're going the other way. Let's see who that one is on, though.
12, yep.
So that'd be TQ, and that's going to be his 4th. So he's probably going to have to come out here and we see quickly up off the bench.
Yeah, we probably won't see Murph until the 4th quarter.
No, Murph's got 3.
Right.
Yeah, but you don't want him to end up going
No, you don't.
quickly and picking up another one.
Right now, with the score the way it is, you keep him out till the 4th.
Yeah, as long as this is a 1 or 2 possession game, you're not going to bring Murph back.
No.
Maybe if it were to danger zone on a West Side run here, you'd think about it. All the way to the rim.
He just
contact and
that's great body.
Yeah, he just can every time. It's like when you think it's going to get blocked, he's
Stewart now down the lane. The bank is open for Terrence McCray.
That's it.
2-point ball game again for West Side. Upshaw guards. Now it's Nick Stewart working against Kyle Cooper. He hands off for Hinton.
Get back. There we go.
Hinton way out. Now on the MC logo. The screen is given. Hesitation and a nice look. Give and go right there. The finish for Keaton Barnes. And a whistle. Let's see what's going on here. They're pointing. Can't tell what's going on here.
But then there's a sub.
Substitution.
I think they're pointing maybe at one of the, yeah, now you see him coming limping off. That is Isaiah Smoot. So looked like maybe cramped because he was trying to pull his foot up out there. Yep, and you see him kind of working it there on the sideline, trying to do that extended foot stretch. So Wolves will have the ball, a minute to go, trailing by 4 here, third quarter of play from the Wolves' den. Isaiah Stewart working it, now corner for Murphy, who had checked in. Murph,
good move.
In, spin, to the rim, no, but he will gather the foul.
Good move.
Didn't see him work the baseline a lot in the last couple years,
no.
But evidently that's a prime spot in the Upshaw offense here.
Yeah.
You see him, and he works to the middle, and then you almost deny the help side because then you spin off and have an open look. So Murph is good on the first free throw. He'll have one more coming up. Second one is good as well. 59-57, West Side the lead and the ball. They look to send the double team, but instead throw it away. Michigan City threw a little token pressure on them.
39.5 right now. We have a chance to take the lead or tie it up or take the lead here. So, I feel like West Side in some ways has outplayed us this third quarter.
And
but
it's still only
not so much on the scoreboard.
Mike, are you trying to say they need to shoot a three? Because you multiple times said take the lead. not tie. You
any
take
kind
the
of
lead.
bucket.
How about a 3 and 1?
Okay.
Like right here?
Stewart pops out to Cowgill, short off the front iron. It's going to be taken out of there by West Side. Thrown up ahead, an easy open dunk. And
that should have been a tech, too. He hung on the rim.
And there was no one there to protect him against. So open look at a 3 on the other end. That's no good.
Over the
and
back.
Rebound by West Side. Back the other way and slapped away and stolen by the Wolves. Throw it ahead for Murphy. Murphy.
Hey.
There it is.
There we go. There we go.
That ball, they're not going to get the ball in before.
We can do anything you can do.
All right, so 3 are in the books here from Michigan City. It is 61 West Side, Wolves 59. Boy, it's been 3 great quarters of basketball.
This hasn't been very entertaining. I'm leaving, guys.
Right.
I want my money back.
I want my money back.
Yeah, okay. So to be fair, all of our viewers out there, we will refund you everything you paid for this broadcast.
Yep. Times 3.
Times 5.
Yep. We got to be generous.
Again, thanks for joining us. It's been 3 great quarters of basketball here. West Side with a 1-basket lead in this one, 61-59. A great game here so far. West Side's led by as many as 4. Michigan City led by as many as 8 in the first quarter. Mike talked about it in the pregame. Lots of these games have come down to last possession or late possessions. Guess what's going to happen tonight, Mike?
Well, I hope I'm wrong. But it looks like we got another barn burner between those Cougars of West Side and our Wolves. So we'll see what happens.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, this has been a great game to have on the schedule here, folks. Every year, West Side brings us a good quality basketball game. Great prep for the DAC. And, yeah, a great challenge here for them.
Well, we got Coach French over here. Some of that intense defense the Wolves played. He's saying, bring that to the football field.
Yeah, man.
Of course, some of the guys out there, ex-football players here.
Absolutely.
Yes,
Anthony, one of the wide receivers for the Wolves football team, had a great season up until looked like maybe an arm or a wrist injury.
Yes, sir.
Yep, okay. Saw the brace. I don't know that I ever heard the official diagnosis, but missed the end of the season there.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so it will be Wolves basketball to start the fourth quarter of play. Wolves looking to overcome a 2-point deficit here on the home opening night at the Wolves' Den. Into the post they go for Murph. Call it early, call it often.
Get in there!
3-ball. Cowgill, that's short. And Murphy going to steal
Good
it
D,
away.
Murph.
And he almost
That's
has it
baby,
stolen,
Murph.
but a
That's
foul
it,
going to be
that's
called. And he's very happy. You see the applause from his backside on the floor there.
Well, you know, here's the thing. You see Murph right there. He gets fouled. Great defensive effort. He's clapping because of the defense. You know, he's been great on the offensive side tonight, but that was a defensive play. Gives his team the ball back, a chance to tie the game up or take the lead.
Nope, short off the front. And this is going to be another run out. Let's see if the Wolves stop it. Underneath, no, and Cowgill got the board. So they're going to look to steal back. No, out of bounds. It will stay with Michigan City. Good hustle. That time Reginald Hilton to knock that, or Hinton, sorry. It's not Paris.
Right. It's not the hotel.
Right. But great hustle all around. Both these teams really
They're
working
getting
hard.
after it.
These boys going to sleep well tonight.
Yes.
Heck, the West Side kids might sleep on the bus ride home. Cowgill for 3.
Yeah,
There we go.
baby.
There we
Is
go,
good.
Keegan.
A little more aggressive so far early this year for Keegan.
Having a good game.
62-61. Wolves now by 1. West Side with it. Hinton going to step into one.
Oh, wow.
Nothing but the bottom of the net.
He's pretty good.
That is a pretty shot there. Upshaw with it now against Hinton. Into the block. Lost. Fought for. And it's going to be a jump ball.
Cougars ball.
It will be West Side ball on the alternating possession. So they have the 2-point lead. They have the ball. Subs coming in. Upshaw going to come out. Smoot going to check back in. Good to see it was nothing major for him. We speculated cramps, so him being back in, it looks good.
This just in from Michigan City administration. If we go overtime, 2-hour delay tomorrow.
And, of course, the administration going to cheer the loudest for that. Wolves put the pressure on, whistle, timeout. So we are going to stop play. The West Side going to call a quick timeout here. Coach Chris Buggs going to get his boys set. Let's see what we got. That is the first timeout West Side is called. Coach Upshaw has used 3 already, so can't take him with you. So Coach Buggs going to get his boys together and talk it out a little bit. Nothing wrong with that. So we're here early in the fourth quarter. A 2-point lead for West Side. They have the ball. What are you looking for here, Jam? Fourth quarter? What do you want to see? Who do you want to see?
Man, I'm really just looking for the win, but keep the pressure on them and secure this game. We got it in our hands. We just got to go get it, man.
There you go. All right, so it was a 30-second timeout. The boys back on the floor. We're ready to go here. 6:45 to go.
Big shout out again to the Michigan City cheerleaders. Outstanding job they do down there, supporting the kids every night. So just want to give a good shout out to them and their families and all the hard work they put on all the practices they have every single day. So congratulations and thank you to them.
Lost out of bounds. City defense causing problems. They had the backcourt locked up. They looked to pass it to the front
I think
court.
that turnover was caused by the cheerleaders. I think they got them a little bit excited there at the timeout.
The cheering for the cheerleaders have anything to do with that?
Something like that.
All right, so Wolves with it, looking to tie or potentially take the lead with a bomb. Murph works off the wing, hands for Nick Stewart. Stewart with it, gives to Smoot between the circles. Smoot spins, fades, off the back iron, no, and West Side the rebound. City fought for it. Let's see, foul or jump ball.
Our ball. Again, good hustle by Isaiah right there. He missed the shot, and what did he do? He didn't pout. He went in and made a play.
Yes, sir.
And Barnes made the cardinal mistake of a big man. Go ahead, tell him what it is, Coach. You're our 6'6" guy.
You can't bring the ball down.
Those little guys going to take it from you every time.
It's like taking candy from a baby.
All right, so Wolves inbound. Murphy looking to clear out some room. Fakes the shot. Dives into the lane. Kick out for Stewart. Deep 3 on the way. That's long. No good. And the rebound to West Side. Oh, they look to run. It's an open parting of the seas there.
Wow.
All the
Someone
way
has
to the
to
rim.
step. We got to play better help side defense there.
Lay-in is good by Bryce Cooper. So a 4-point lead to Cowgill on the dive. Give and go. Nice pass there, too.
Good eyes,
Beautiful.
Terrence.
By Terrence McCray. And stolen away. All the way to the rim. The lay-in Smoot is good.
There we go. That's the intensity
are
we need.
Tied up. Defense leads to offense once again. West Side now runs 2-on-3. The other way. Shuffle. Travel.
Whoa.
A foul?
What? Can I please see a replay? I've got to see this.
Oh, that was the curly shuffle there on
I've
the
got to
baseline.
see this. Maybe I was an illusion. It might have been an illusion. I don't know.
I saw the same thing you did, Coach.
Let's see this.
Looked like a little bit of a shuffle on the gather on the baseline. Bloop, bloop.
Oh,
Yep.
come on. Oh, come on.
That is the smallest foul I ever seen.
Did I see the same thing you saw? That's a travel.
I think Aerosmith said back in the day, walk this way.
Walk this way several steps.
All right, so the front end free
Ouch.
throw is good for Keaton Barnes. He'll have one more coming up. Second one is off the side iron, no good. Murph the rebound. Wolves look to transition. Smoot sees nothing, so he's going to set the offense. Works now between the circles, almost lost by McCray, picked up. He looks for some help, finds it in Smoot. Isaiah has the screen option. He sends Cowgill away. Now he gives to Murph, little clear out, up high. He spins, he thinks. He thought about the shot, no. Stewart on the wing in front of the bench. Now Murph between the circles, going to dive. And a hold going to be called. That is probably a really good foul to take there.
He was
not
gonna
in
score.
the act of shooting because exactly.
He was going to score.
Murph had it in him. He was going to
Yeah.
the rim and he was scoring.
He was.
At worst, you foul him anyway. So 3 minutes in, a 1-point ball game here in the fourth quarter from the Den. Murph gets the screen, picks up. Now he hands for Smoot. Smoot crosses, spins back, goes again, all the way to the rim.
Isaiah!
Is good. Speaking of Detroit's and Isaiah's, man, that was a little Isaiah Thomas move
Oh,
there in the
goodness
lane.
gracious.
If you want to go way back.
Yeah, way back. One of the best guards of all time.
So Wolves now with the 1-point lead, all the way to the rim, contact, charge.
There we go.
Charge. All right, so Wolves get the ball back. Foul going to go against Kyle. Nope. Board is updated. Derek Collins, that will be his third, the third on the Cougars. So 3-1 fouls for West Side here in the fourth quarter. Again, 5 fouls in a quarter now is the 2-shot bonus.
Yes, sir.
Murph with it. Looks for a handoff. He gives Cowgill now on the wing. Dive, McCray, elbow. That's long and bounces out, no good. Rebound to the Cougars. West Side looking to go to work here. Nick Stewart picking up the defense a long way from the rim. And a timeout going to be called by West Side. Coach K over here showing that defense.
Yes, she was.
All right, so West Side going to use one of those 4 remaining timeouts, talk it over. Again, Coach Buggs did not use a lot of timeouts, so it's allowing him to use them to save possessions here late in this game in the fourth quarter.
You know, while we're giving out compliments all the way around, how about having the pep band with us tonight? You know, as you said, big thank you to them and providing the great music at in between timeouts and halftime and everything else. So big shout out to them. So thank you for having the pep band here tonight for Michigan City High School.
Again, middle school band director and one of the helpers for marching band season as well, Jason Smith, director there.
Right.
So pep band sounded very nice here. But full timeout called there, so we're going to get back to action here in just a moment.
How many points Murphy has tonight?
He got 20.
So again, Michigan City, the 1-point lead.
He had 17.
It will be West Side with the ball, though. Halfway through the fourth quarter, and as Coach Meg said early, absolutely nothing decided going to be a close one here, looking like again.
Almost halfway through the fourth quarter.
Oh,
we are now halfway
just
through the
about
fourth
a
quarter.
half-court violation. As the officials will tell you, all 3 points, the ball and 2 feet have to cross over as a wild shot goes up and in. Derek Collins with the lay-in. So seesawing back up top is Murph. A lot of contact, but can't get the lay-in there. Man.
He's been making those all night long, but that one just a little bit too much.
Just squirted out.
Yeah, it's all right. We need
So
to keep doing that.
Looking, hands off for Hinton. Hinton with it, spins, dives, gets the lefty lay-in, is good.
It's a tough shot, man.
Yeah, that was a tough shot. He's pretty good, I'll tell you what.
71-68. West Side has built back to 3. Murphy with it. Now Cowgill spins it around. Back open.
Get
Look
in.
at 3.
There we go.
That's it, Isaiah.
Yes, sir. Smooth.
71 all. The outside shooting the city, keeping him in this one. And lost. And contact going to be called on Nick Stewart. Not a bad call. It's easy to see him out there all alone in midcourt. So Nick, that's going to be his second foul, second on the team. And the replay of the deep 3. He was a couple feet behind the stripe there. Little college three-pointer there for Isaiah. All the way to the rim, lay in, no. Hinton, and tapped out of there, Cowgill.
It's going to be a foul on West Side.
They're going to call a foul on the rebounding attempt. Cowgill had tapped it to a teammate, but either way, they're going to call the foul and put that in instead. So that's going to be 4, and also 4 on Keaton Barnes. So senior starter there for the Cougars in a little bit of foul trouble, but 2.5 minutes, he's playing through it. Cowgill looks and tries to go on the dive. It is loose under the basket. Timeout going to be called, I believe. Yes, they will grant it.
Great call.
Coach Upshaw right there. You talk about the intensity. He was the most intense timeout caller you're ever going to see. Well, maybe this guy here next to you. Jam with Coach French over here.
Yeah.
But timeout going to be called. So the Wolves will only have 1 timeout left for the rest of this one. We're just over 2 minutes to go here. But in a tie ball game, you've got to save the possession more than anything, because that was going to be a jump ball by all means. All right, so to reset this one, it is 71-71. Possession arrow does belong
to West Side.
To West Side. Yep, I was waiting for the official to move here. And, so it'll be Wolves ball, though. They will inbound, I'm going to guess, on the baseline here underneath their own basket. Well-played game tonight. Hard-played game tonight. 71 points on the board. That's a high-scoring game in 2020's basketball.
Well, and as you said, this is a good test, early season test. Of course, we want to win tonight. And I'm not thinking anything but winning, but no matter what happens here tonight, this is a good barometer of where we're at. And I'll tell you what, I like what I'm seeing from the Wolves tonight overall.
Yep. Yeah, Coach Upshaw has gotten into the bench. About 10 kids have played, 9-10 kids have played. So you've seen some of your other guys. You've got them on the floor. Rotations narrowed up a little bit more here in the second half as this has stayed a close game. You want your starters on the floor as much as possible. That's what they're doing. So open look at a 3. Smoot. That's off the short front iron, and it will be controlled by West Side.
All right. Come on, defense.
Murph looking for the steal. Almost got it. He works against Bryce Cooper. Now handing it off. Screen, Hinton rolls around. He's going to get a wild shot up. That's no good. Cowgill the rebound.
Nice defense.
Keegan, a first-year starter last year, looking much more assertive so far as a senior. So Murphy with it. Now hands off for Smoot out at the logo. He looks to go to work. Gets a dribble going. Dives under the screen. And the defender fell down. He just laid it in.
My.
Oh, it looks like a twisted ankle here for the young man. That would explain the fall down.
Yes.
A lot of feet and a lot of turns there.
You're happy with the bucket. You're not happy with the result on the
No,
defensive
you don't want to see
player,
that.
especially this early in the season. Anytime during the season, but geez, LP.
Michigan City trainer Molly Perales out there to take a look. Hopefully nothing for that young man. Again, such a great night of basketball. Great effort by all these young men. 144 points in a high school basketball game these days is a bunch. And we still got a minute 34 at least to go in this one. You are not allowed to root for JV overtime.
No.
But if it happens on the varsity stage, it's just good action. So it will be number 12, Bryce Cooper, the junior guard, being gingerly walked off the floor here. Looks like it's mostly under his own power, but he's got a couple of the West Side teachers, coaches over there helping him off.
Sure.
So hopefully he's okay. Coach Upshaw, you see Coach Walker towering over that huddle there. A darn good scorer in his own right. So we're going to gather them up here and get back to work. Michigan City, the 2-point lead in this one. It will be West Side basketball. They're going to work the entire length of the floor. Michigan City looks like they're going to play full court man-to-man defense to pick this one up. I think the officials are trying to stop everybody from leaning on each other before the play even starts. Trying to gain an advantage there. Coming to the ball there, Reginald Holmes. He's going to hand off for Hinton. Hinton came off the bench early in this one and has played a whole bunch of valuable minutes. And a stoppage, timeout, West Side? Looks like timeout, West Side, yep. Again, Coach Buggs didn't use any timeouts in the first three quarters. He's going to use them here and really manage possessions. So they're going to discuss it, take a 30-second timeout here. They trail by 2. And the timeout counter started, but I think we're about a minute to go here in this one. Michigan City, the one bucket advantage, but West Side with the basketball. Being a very good game, 39-39 tie at the half. We're still right there, folks. Nothing decided yet. Going to be an exciting season here at the Wolves.
I'll tell you what,
Den.
it's going to be very exciting. I tell you, like, we were all excited. I talked to Coach today about the idea of, like you said, that really experience that the sophomore class got last year and the juniors, everybody coming back. And I think these boys were just ready to start playing this season. Hard workouts in the preseason. They're ready to get on the court. Now they're reaping the rewards of that hard work in the preseason.
123 and counting for your ball game. Oh, looked like maybe a walk there coming off that, but 3-ball long off the iron, fought for and won by West Side. All the way to the rim, the lefty lay-in is good.
Too
Anthony
easy.
Holmes.
Too easy.
73-73. This one is tied as we are in the last minute of regulation. Smooth
That's
bump.
that's 2 shots.
And yes, it is. That is bonus time.
Don't understand that real well, but okay, I'll take it.
So Isaiah going to stroll from the backcourt up to the free throw line. He's going to have a couple shots. He hit a couple of technical free throws earlier in this one.
Sure did.
Nothing but the bottom of the net, looking pretty there. 59.4 for your ball game as Smoot going to try and shoot the Wolves back into the lead here.
I think he will.
First one.
I need to shut up.
No good. He'll have another.
Come on.
So, Coach, now that we've done this for a year
Give me one.
with the 5 fouls, automatic double bonus, no 1-and-1 anymore, what do you think of the change from the 1-and-1 situation to now everything is a 2-shot foul if it's a shooting foul?
I guess I've learned to like it because I've learned to accept it.
Okay.
I really think that's it. I wasn't real sure at the beginning, but now I'm just like, okay, it's all right.
Second one, nothing at the bottom of the net. Wolves by 1. They're going to extend the man defense all the way down. Smoot going to ride Hinton all the way up the floor. And a timeout going to be called by Coach Buggs. So that is his 4th. He still has 1 left. 53.1 left for your ball game.
Going back to your last question, I think to some extent maybe it forces teams to really lock down, play better defense because they know they don't want to get to that 5th foul in the court and give them 2 free throws.
Well, and you know that you can't get bailed out as easy as you used to. You know, maybe late in a game like this one where you played intense, you played a lot of minutes, maybe the legs are a little tired. So you saw Isaiah. He came up a little short there on the first one, right?
Correct.
Now the game's on 2 years ago. Right. But now, instead of that, he still has a second one to calm down, collect himself, and hit a free throw. So the damage from a miss on the front end isn't like it used to be.
Correct.
All right, so we have, and it does look like Derek Collins got that last foul, so he has 4 as well. Both Keaton Barnes and Derek Collins with 4 fouls for West Side. On the Michigan City side, I believe the only one with 4 is TQ Van Buren, and he hasn't been in the game for a little while here. Anthony Murphy with 3, though. So foul trouble, a little bit of a consideration as 2 West Side Cougar starters with 4 fouls. But again, you're not thinking about really subbing them out here at this point. You got to win the game.
53.1 to play, 1 point lead for the Wolves. Here we go.
West Side the ball. They will trigger into the backcourt. That one-on-one matchup all night tonight. Now they're going to hand off for Collins. They go into the block, throw away. TQ Van Buren has it fall right in his lap. McCray with it. Whistle. What's going on here, folks?
I think it's going to be a timeout. I think it was a smart timeout because I'm not sure what Terrence was doing. He may not have done anything at all, but looked like he had a full head of steam. And right there, you don't want to go ahead and shoot that ball right there unless you have a wide open layup, and I don't think he did. And perhaps he was just going to go ahead and take a dribble and bring it out. We'll never know because Coach Upshaw said, I'm stopping this right now no matter what. Right.
That is the last time out of the game for Michigan City. And, Coach, that's one of those philosophical things, right, as a basketball coach. You know, it's a one-possession game.
Yeah.
How aggressive, how not, that's kind of a coaching choice there.
I think if you have a wide open lane, take the layup.
Yeah.
I didn't think he did.
No.
And so that situation, bring it out because you're going to get 2 free throws.
But in a one-point game, offensively, are you thinking we should be attacking or you're waiting for someone to foul you?
With 40 seconds to go, I'm going for a wide open layup and free throws. I'm not shooting the outside shot. I'm not necessarily waiting for them to foul us. If the lane is open and I have a layup, I'm taking it. But I'm not taking an outside shot. There's no reason for it because the pressure is on West Side right now. They're still kids. Sorry, Jam. They're still kids. And guess what? They're going to be thinking we need to foul.
Yeah.
And now, and the beauty of the 2 shots now is just that. 2 shots.
Yep.
And it doesn't put so much pressure on the shooter either. That's my opinion.
Okay. No, that's why I asked. Love to hear the philosophy of someone who's been in the trenches for multiple years.
Multiple years.
And a bump on the receiving end, and it looks like Isaiah Smoot's going to get the chance.
And, you know, we
go to the line again.
One of our very best free throw shooters at the line. 1 for 2 last time, but 3 for 4 for the game. I expect nothing less than, oh gosh, shut up, Magazine.
2 misses, right? 2 misses.
Shut up, Magazine.
I'm trying to save you here, buddy.
Thank you, please.
Smoot on the front end.
Yeah.
Beautiful. 75-73, so it is a 2-point game, looking to make it 3. And a little offense-defense substitution here as TQ going to slide into the lane. Terrence McCray works out, and Keegan Calgill. So a long lineup in there for Michigan City. I don't know if we've seen this combo here of the 3 long players in at the same time, and Calgill, McCray, and Van Buren.
Nice.
Second free throw good, so 41.2. West Side chasing 3. They get it into the big man, looking for some help.
Backwards.
Coming back for Hinton. They get it into the front court, 35. Quick 3. That's off, no good, but nobody blocked out. And the shot is up, no good. Julian Holmes going to go to the line.
Glad that didn't go down. I thought he had a 3-point play right there.
So Julian Holmes going to try and cut back into this Michigan City 3-point lead. 2 big free throws here with 29.2.
Well, and now if you're West Side, let's say you hit the 2 free throws. You don't foul right away. You go after a steal. They bring the ball up the court. Get the ball out of Isaiah Smoot's hands if you're West Side. I'll take anybody to shoot the three. Isaiah Smoot is one of your biggest pressure players on the court. He showed that last year.
TQ Van Buren does fall out of this one, so
yeah,
a little size for no size trade here as Nick Stewart checks in.
Right.
I think 5'6" versus 6'5".
But a better, but a good free throw shooter.
Yeah. Oh yeah, much better shooter, scorer.
Okay, here we go.
And long off the front. So now, do you think about trying to miss this one and getting the ball, or are you still shooting?
No, you don't. Not yet. There's still almost 30 seconds. 29.2. You want to knock this down, make it a 2-point game.
Julian Holmes, one more. Let's see what he's got here. He's good on the second, so it's a 2-point ball game for the Wolves. In quickly they come.
Smoot holds.
They break the double team. 3-on-2, 4-on-2, and the Wolves smartly going to hold on to this one. Run the clock, and Murph will be fouled.
There you go.
That's what you like to see, that high IQ basketball. Yeah. You know, it opened up, and you could have dived, but you said, you know what, I'm going to try and kill 5, 10, 15 seconds.
Yeah.
The clock is your friend at this point.
And that was actually smart by both teams.
Yeah.
West Side going after the steal. Foul at just about 17 to go. Still a lot of time left. But Reginald Hinton, who had a wonderful game, has fouled out.
That's a big loss for West
loss.
Side. I know he didn't start, but he has played the lion's share of the minutes in this one, and really some great shooting and some amazing ball handling. He's been the ball handler when he's been in the game, and he's done a great job.
For sure.
Even with the pressure by multiple Wolves all night. As Anthony Murphy good on the front. Murph got off to the quick start, had a little foul trouble and slowed down, but he's still showing up clutch here when it matters. One more attempt. This would make it a 2-possession game. Good.
That's what we're talking about.
Murph gives himself a little single clap there. 15 seconds looking to get something going. The throw in, the lay in, no.
That's the first miss.
And tipped out. So deep three
Game
on the
over.
way. Air ball.
Game
That's
over.
It. Call it.
Game over.
Michigan City making the plays when they need it. Is Murph going to go to the line? 3.2 left in this one.
Before we shoot these free throws, 11 minutes in the third quarter. Green Bay 21, Detroit 17.
All right. All right, Murph made 2 last time around. No Wolves on the line. He comes long off the back iron this time. Be interesting. So do you tell him to put it off the back iron here to start the clock, or do you let him hit it?
Oh, you make them. You're up by 4. Might as well build your stats. You're not losing. You can't lose.
And he's good on the,
lose.
second.
Game
so
over.
a 5-point game.
No foul.
Michigan City just
Didn't get it
runs
off.
away.
There we
Shot
go.
is no good, and the Wolves will go to 2-0 on the season with the 79-74 victory here. The home opener from the Wolves Den. The Wolves fans go home happy tonight. See all the smiles, and there's Murph right in the middle there. Big smiles for that senior leader. Big game for him. Doing it early, doing it late.
Absolutely.
All right, Jam, let's get you in here. What'd you like tonight? What'd you see tonight?
I seen competitive basketball, man. I like those. It was just they kept their foot on the gas. It was a little moments where they had mishaps, but they kept it going and just kept their foot on the gas and came out with the outcome of a win.
All right, there you have it, Jamarion G. Going to be joining us for basketball games this year. A senior football player that's done some big things on the field, but we're going to try and integrate more students into this broadcast. We'll bring you a little taste of that Wolf Pack here. Get these young men some experience they may not have had in the past. Chance to do some broadcasting and some big things up here too. So we thank him for joining us, of course, Coach. 2-0 on the season. Can't do better than that, right?
Well, it's where you want to be, right?
Right?
You're 2-0 right now, and it's a good win. I mean, obviously, people might have been talking, oh, well, you beat Hammond Science Technology. Nothing, no disrespect to those young men over there, but obviously they were outmatched. We're like, well, what do you have against Gary Westside? What do you have? You have a 5-point win. You got a 2-0 record.
Yes, sir.
All right, so again, Larry Upshaw, his first year at Michigan City, 2-0, nice start. really doing some nice things so far here. The kids, really, the intensity is nice. That's what you want to see. Win or lose this early in the season, some of those are teachable moments, right?
For
the
sure.
mistakes you make early. What you can't teach is the heart, the effort, and you're seeing it so far. That was 32 full minutes of effort. You never really saw a letdown. Maybe a couple mental mistakes, but they hustled over all their mistakes. They worked through all of that, and that's what you're looking for here in night 2.
And don't misunderstand. I understand you talk about teachable moments. You were absolutely correct, but at the end of the day, you still want to win.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes, sir.
Don't get me wrong.
I'm not getting you wrong. I'm just the idea is you want to. The bottom line is you want to win every game. I know people say, well, if you can learn something about a loss, you know what I learned about a loss?
You hate to lose.
That's right.
All right. So again, Michigan City, the 79-74 win here on the home opening night of the 24-25 basketball season. 30th anniversary of consolidation. Let's make this the year, guys.
30. Hey, why
Yes,
not?
sir.
It's a nice even number. 30th anniversary, and we'll see what happens. Again, a lot of basketball to play yet, but like you said, to start off 2-0 and play a very good West Side team here at home, it's a good win. And I'll tell you what, Gary, West Side, they're going to give a lot of people fits this year too.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's going to be a group over there. Where are they? Sectional 1, I believe.
Gosh,
right? No, they've dropped down to 3A, haven't they?
I'm not sure.
Okay. Okay, so, yeah, wherever they're at, some good teams over there, too, though.
EC Central was here tonight. They were watching. I'm sure they got – well, we play them soon, don't we?
Yep, we've got them December 19th right here at the Den.
Exactly.
So,
we'll be back for
and
that
they
game.
also play a lot with West Side, too. So.
Absolutely. So, a lot of – you just look at East Side – I'm sorry. West Side.
Yeah.
Look at West Side. I was thinking EC Central. EC Central, West Side, our Wolves. Just looking at those 3 teams because we know what to expect from EC Central.
Yeah.
Some pretty darn good basketball in the region once again, and that's just naming 3 teams.
Wow.
Did I forget about those Bulldogs at Crown Point?
Oh,
I'll tell you what.
You won't.
Here's another one. Here's another one to be leery of, and maybe not. I don't think they're surprising anybody anymore. Those Indians of Portage.
Yeah.
They're gonna be
several
very, very
years
good.
now that they've been pretty good.
They're going to be very good. So there's a lot of good teams in the conference, and Coach Urban, of course, at Chesterton, always has his team ready.
Yep.
Maryville, Coach has always done a great job there. LaPorte, I could care less. Lake Central's going to come to play. Valpo's, we know, losing Jack, maybe not quite where they were, but conference still going to be pretty good. I say I love everything about this conference. Okay, LaPorte, I don't hate you that much. Do I? Or don't I? I don't know. No, but
It depends on who they're playing. How's that?
correct.
Okay, like play Valpo. Okay, I'll pull for LaPorte. Play
Absolutely.
us? Never. But, you brought up the DAC, and I think this year I feel pretty comfortable at saying who I think the top team in the DAC is going to be, and I think I feel pretty comfortable at saying who the 8th place team is going to be.
Yeah.
But I'm going to say 2 through 7. You could throw them in a jar, you could shake that jar and pull out names, and it would probably be just as accurate as whatever we could sit up here and say tonight about this team will probably be number 2, this team will be number 3, this team will be number 4,
Right.
because the DAC is really balanced this year.
Yeah.
I think Crown Point is probably your clear favorite coming into this year. Young
They
man,
have to be.
Dikembe Shaw.
Yeah, they have to
one
be.
heck of a ball player. I think he's already started to get the Division I looks. I think he's probably your MVP of the DAC this year.
Preseason.
I don't think that's any a big shock that someone would say that. And then I think the rest of the DAC is in this mix. And you kind of alluded to it. There's a lot of good, solid basketball teams in the Duneland this year. You mentioned Portage. Portage got a lot back this year. Valpo, okay, yes, they lost Jack Smiley.
Mm-hmm.
But again, you talked about programs that have deep freshman JV squads. Valpo always has that 14, 15, 16 win JV team. Chesterton is never down too far.
Right.
Lake Central should have a good squad back this year. They've had some early season success. So
Absolutely.
going to be a fun year here at the Den. We hope you keep joining us, not only on this broadcast, but turn us off and come to the game and see it live in person.
We do have Anthony Murphy coming up.
All
You
right.
got a few more minutes, Coach?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
I'm good anyway. I guess I'm not the one turning the dial, so I'll just sit here and talk all night. But
Right.
quick upcoming schedule look as we wait for Murph. Lalamere Central here Tuesday night, December 10th. The regional team
Right.
for Lalamere. And then we have a couple of road games, Hammond Central and Mishawaka coming up. It'll be interesting because we saw Mishawaka take the short end of the stick against
74
Riley.
to 29. Absolutely.
And then you mentioned DC. Central here in a couple of weeks.
Should be a lot of fun.
Oh,
we got Mr. Murphy up here with us, and I'll tell you what. I was talking to Coach today, and we've alluded a lot to the idea of last year. It's a really big, strong sophomore class who are now juniors, but we have someone who's been in this program for 4 years, and tonight you put the team on your back, especially in that first half. 17 points in the first half. I don't have the totals right now, but the bottom line is, in the whole game long, whether it be making a big defensive play, hitting a big shot, when your team needed it, you came through as a senior leader.
Yep.
Talk a little bit about that.
It was good. My teammates was getting me up because they was hitting shots, so that was making it easy for me to score.
Yeah, it's always good when your teammates notice that you're making plays and you're feeling good about things. They're going to get the hot hand, the basketball. As I was saying up here, feed the dog.
Yep.
Feed the dog. And they were feeding you early, and I thought that was really big. But there was a play right down here in the third quarter where I don't know what happened, but you lost the ball or something, and then you dove on the floor and got a jump ball out of it, again, making a defensive play. Talk about the idea that you just keep on playing hard all the time, because you got to make a play for your team, especially as a senior.
Yeah, every time I turn it over, I got to get the ball back. It's just, I have to. That's what I got to do.
Could you feel like, you at that point maybe you let your team down, so you're going to make sure you get the ball back for them?
Yeah, got to.
Coach, what else you got for
Coach.
this man tonight?
Well, so far I was impressed with the leadership you showed tonight. Now you're the big man. You're the senior. So, these kids are looking up to you. You came through. You had some of these guys that you looked up to and played with and kind of deferred to a little bit over the years. Now these guys are looking at you. What's it mean to you to not only, be a big scorer and distributor and defender, but to show by example these young guys how to do this game at this level?
Y'all probably don't know. Since we was little, we've been playing AAU with each other. This same squad right here. That's why I've been waiting for my senior year, because I've been playing AAU with them since I was little. So we all know we all know each other very well.
Well, it looks fluid out there. It looks like you guys have been playing together for a while.
Got a lot of great contributions tonight, including, we could have probably brought him up there too, but being a senior the first time, Isaiah Smoot. He's always making plays out there, hitting those big shots, making a defensive play. Talk about Isaiah and his game tonight.
Oh, Isaiah. He been playing defense since he was little. He always going to get a stop and knock it down in the clutch.
Right.
It's just another practice.
That's just what he does.
Yep.
Well, you know what? Congratulations. It's we're 2-0. Got a first win at home. Hopefully many to come. Just every day we just want to keep on getting better. That's what we want to do, right?
Yep.
Yes, sir.
And I'm just going to say it. Sectionals right here this year. Regionals right here this year. A semi-state of some kind right here this year.
Yep.
Let's stay home.
Yep.
Let's stay home. All right. Young man,
Great
congratulations.
job, my man. Good job. Good game.
Keep it up. All right, well, let's start to put a bow on this one, right?
Let's wrap it up.
All right, Michigan City 79, West Side 74. Once again, I want to walk through the people that make this possible. Mark Mars, Sue Mars over there. Our wonderful
They're
camera
awesome.
people tonight, trying to make us look good, even if we probably sound better. But Aaron Garrett over here spinning the dials for us. Drew White also doing some yeoman's work. And then they just make it look easy for us. We just show up and we have a conversation for a couple hours. Like, we could do this. We could just sit down on the baseline and probably have the same conversation. Jamarion G, looking forward to having you with us. Thank you for joining us tonight. Coach Mike Megacy, Mike Gresham here. Once again, thank you, everyone. And come on out Tuesday night, December 10th, the next home game. Lalamere, the regional team, will be here against the Wolves. So once again, we want to thank you for joining. Come out, tune in on Tuesday. Thank you very much, and good night.